So if you're watching and you just stopped in and say hello, hello, happy Cinco de Mayo. Just a bit of the rundown. Today's gonna be completely off script. Totally, who knows what's gonna happen. All I know it's gonna be broadcasted live here today. Let me fill you in some things going on. The squad's actually going through a rebirth. I know it's still a baby, but it's like that mutant genetic thing, you know, it's growing at a rapid rate. So the next point of this is actually involved Cocopelli Studios West, the squad, and how we do our business. There's a lot of things actually moving to bring this all together. But that being said, I'm excited for the things to come. Keep your eyes here. Walk away, go have some tortilla chips or margarita or something or whatever. Come back and visit periodically or stay the whole time. It's fine by me. Myself, I'm going to disappear off camera for a while. But you'll see people come in and out as the afternoon goes on. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Start now.
Do you have a address for the business squad?
An address?
Yeah, and what's the phone number? I'm just trying to put this in so it's on the email blasts.
Well, the address is here.
Right.
The phone number is used for the house.
No, we have a 734 number. We still have the number.
Oh, we're using that.
We still have it. Yeah.
Is that, I mean, is it,
Here.
where else is that published though? Is that anywhere?
Business cards, website, blog posts.
Okay.
Because you have use it everywhere. Actually.
Yeah, you get all the calls on that phone there.
Right, exactly. 734.
I got it, it's on my card.
I'll be right back. I just gotta look at the market card.
Okay. Hey, on your way back, you want to grab ice?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks.
Where's the closest place to get ice?
Where you can wipe the car?
Right down the street?
Myers is good.
Myers, gas station.
Okay.
Yeah, all of them. Sure. The Myers gas station.
Yeah, that's probably fastest.
So let's look at it now, since I'm always sitting in front of it, I never see what it looks like the other way. Alexa, pause. Oh man, you can hear me.
What?
Huh? That's a powerful microphone. Let's have a chat. DT in the hizzy.
Yo ho,
Hey,
gentlemen.
Hey, guy. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? Take the load off. Sit down. Relax. So you got this task, the last time we did, we had a professional here. So, shit.
At least the expectation is not high.
Yeah, right, it was like, yeah, it was, I was,
He rushed, he rushed through it.
he did, just rushed through it. So here's a suggestion, guys, what do you think about, having a set of questions that you're asking, you
Did
know?
you not read your email?
No, I didn't, James.
It's already done. 421.
Why should they use the business flag?
Now,
Why did you choose to work with a business flag? And give us a fun, and he did say fun here, personal fact about yourself.
That's right.
Someone may or may not know.
I think I can go.
Mine is, I became an ordained minister so that I can marry my daughter and her husband.
That's awesome.
But there's a delay in there.
Really?
Yeah, so I can marry my daughter. How
Right.
creepy is that?
Yeah, no, I know. I was wondering.
You did
I'm
say.
going to Bama. I'm going to Bama, marrying my daughter.
The door closed this one.
It's alright, yep. Yep.
When did you send your email?
421.
Today?
421. April 21st.
Uh, The Boomer estate planning boom.
Yep. Sure.
That's the, cover of Retirement Advisor.
Addicted to drugs for years, in and out of jail, and almost ruined his career with his actions and addictions. Gets clean, plays a superhero, becomes one of the most giving and respected men in Hollywood.
Talking about Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey.
I remember back when he was struggling.
Oh, he's fucking trailer actor. He's 2 inches from a trailer every day. He's like,
He was more like a Charlie Sheen.
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Now he's what respected and rocking it.
Something about it.
Seventies.
That's right. He's now in Ireland. Tomorrow we'll watch the game. Rock. You got to get his ass through. That's the fucking shit.
I don't know, I like Steve Rogers.
Okay, so your team cap. I'm Team Iron Man all the way.
Team Iron Man is the oppressors.
That's right. Bringing the boot of the man. Hey, what do you got to hide? You don't do anything wrong, who cares if it's which is totally the opposite of my personal conviction.
Right.
It's just fucking like Iron Man.
Yeah, right.
I'm Team Iron Man, this is what it is. Personally, I don't agree with them at all.
So we got any wine going on today?
There's a bottle back there back, yeah.
But I got, I'm sitting on this forever.
Ah,
And it could be like used one time and thrown that sits on a bottle of wine,
Oh,
and then these all sit,
oh, crap.
it's wine glasses. It's a wine caddy.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Good, Alan.
She can have it, take it home. Oh, then that's cool. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because Heather drinks bourbon, Jody drinks bourbon, other ladies that are drinking bourbon.
I think that's cool.
So there's a guy that came in today, the 10 o'clock guy, Giuseppe, yeah, Giuseppe. So Giuseppe came in, I talked to him.
What was
He has
he
an
about?
invention, he wanted to just kind of come in, see what I go on here. I see him at the entrepreneurs networking thing,
Okay.
and he gave me the lowdown on Ike's channel, this radio station and stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the tower is actually in Fenton. The broadcasting tower.
Okay.
So it's perfect actually for our space. So if I'll go on there, I can go on this Coca-Cola financial and talk about planning or something. You know, with my show, I always talk about business, but I guess I can. Either way, I guess, but anyway, yeah, it's right out of Fenton.
Yeah.
Because I can't even get it I'm in the south end of Ann Arbor. He's like, I got you. So it's probably like 50 miles or 40 miles, and you're probably right at the end of it. AM channel kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I go, that's not what I painted, but I get it. And he's asked Ike for, direct numbers. So Ike will tell you, oh, it was tens of thousands of people. And I said, so, Giuseppe, what's the deal with that? He goes, I've asked Ike 1,000 times for the information, these things, they won't give it to him. I'm like, bullshit, every radio station has all of their metrics. And the bottom line is, he doesn't, it's not what he's pitching. That's fine, whatever. And I said, that's the whole dying thing anyway, terrestrial radio. Everyone podcasts or streams or shit on different devices. So if you're not streaming at the same time, it's kind of pointless trying to be something you're not.
It's because my files that.
Oh, now that. What was your name? I'm gonna do that series file. Series file in a folder. Tell me. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll post online. I'm sorry, I was really confused, you're doing with free hot sauce, right? Okay, so our show, we have, every week on Thursdays, live broadcast of business squad, we have a guest, business owner, sometimes on our own show. And, we shoot the show live from our office here at the studio. Yeah. It's on YouTube. Yep, yep, and then it's recyclecast or podcast or anything else. Yeah. Oh, every month's got a theme, yeah. Yeah, every month has a theme. So last month was food, it's entrepreneurs. And then this month's going to be people that do home-based services like electricians, plumbers, that kind of stuff. And then, following month, you know, we got themes for every month, so, yes. Yeah. We've been at this now for a couple months. So, yeah, the business squad in itself's been around about 5 months, and then we're doing some stuff about it. But, I read your email, and I'm happy to help you, so I don't want to be too chatty and, you know, all that going, so they're coming in, but, what I can do is, let's via email, we'll set a time, come up to the office, and, we will get you, in the system, so to speak, and then, we'll turn this one and stuff. Very good. All right, sir, then I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Sean. Yep, bye. All right.
You done, James?
No, dude. It's in the can.
I need a shot. Jesus. Huh?
Get yourself booze. Right back there, so
Oh, you already wrapped up one?
Hmm?
You already started one?
They're in the back, and it's all in the back, the margarita mix and the old fashioned stuff's all in the back. You can use, you don't have to have a mug. At the end of the day, it's the sweet vermouth, orange bitters, and the bourbon. The sweet vermouth has a cherry finish. So I'll go with that. You're the one to know if anyone knows around these parts. The boss. Yeah, you're the boss.
I brought my fancier jacket in case consensus
Be
was
you.
that that would look more professional.
Be you, man. Be you. You're gonna be what you want to be with color
I'm
fire.
totally taking liberties to collaboration.
I talked to, Jody. Bobby.
Talk to her about me.
Yeah, so you guys wanna fight today? I have a pool in back full of,
Why are we fighting?
full of like, you know, bats and knives and spikes and. No, seriously, it's, don't fight. We were talking about, here, you want?
I'm gathering this.
Everybody, there's nothing where it is.
He's indicating I should follow you.
I got something for you too, by the way.
You do?
Yeah, James said you're a wine person, and I'm sitting here looking at this, and it's been here forever. It's called the wine kit, that sits on top of your bottle, right? And then these are,
Nice.
okay? Oh, maybe you'll enjoy it.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Well, okay, okay, like that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're not drinking wine today.
No, he hooked me up with margaritas.
Oh, okay.
Like I gotta go that route. That's not here. That's okay.
Fine. I checked my hair, none of it was out of place.
You're not paying attention to this stuff the same way that I do. Girl.
You can bust out of there and grab yourself a beverage. Or you doing Ben? Or you doing Ellen?
It's kind of like, you know, as good as it's gonna get.
Hey, it's all good, man. No one's judging. The studio. Dun, dun, dun. I see you get all these ones underneath. David Tucker and. No, because it's not really about the. It's just on and they can hear conversations or whatever. It's all shadowed as you can see. It's not. I'm not worried about it too much.
Well.
Just ran it to ran it.
There, you're not gonna be.
Right, you're on camera. You're good. I'm good to see you. Yeah, you'll be fine. But yeah, so one of the things, Spencer has a guy that he works with for all of his filming that has over 100 grand of equipment. He's professional grade stuff. He's got Lake Trust Credit Union. He's going to shoot all their stuff. Yeah, so he was talking, and Spencer's like, "Why don't we ask him? I work with him all the time." He's typically like, he's complaining about what this doesn't have. You're your $75 camera and your $100 mic, like, yeah, and you paid for what and what and what, you know. Stuck with you, it'd never leave. You'd wait till it's perfect, and perfect never comes. Entrepreneur fixes on the fly. Launch, keep fixing.
Right,
And you innovate, you keep moving.
do it wrong quickly.
That's well, I mean, look where we're right now. 2 months. 2 months. 2 months. This was nothing 2 months ago. This was the normal conference room. It's, you know, whatever. And then they have total like, just what, 20 of us? 18 of us involved? 20 people, something like that.
That's pretty incredible.
So
Is there anybody out there right now?
in cyberspace, no.
Oh, no.
I would anticipate at 5 o'clock is when if anybody starts watching us. That's the normal time, yeah. Which is fun. And I just did it to stream because it'd be fun. But anyway, yeah, they have we have, I mean, the 20 because Jody, I'm trying to think. Jody's got 4, Heather's got 5. That's 9, and then Ellen's 10. Livin's 11. Well, the squad's 8 total. So 8 plus 8, 16 plus whatever's in the studio. So yeah, 20 people.
That's amazing. Well, you know, there's this whole discussion going on in my industry and content now about the idea of content specialist versus going with an agency to create your content. And there's marketing agencies and they're trying to be all things to all people and they're not really getting it on the content side. So to have specific levels of expertise for what you need, that's that's where businesses are going. It's, big agencies just don't quite
It's big,
drill
everything's
down.
just toast.
Are you gonna do, a shoot?
She doesn't need to.
Sure,
I
we
think
She's
you
not the
should.
business squad.
I think she should. She's the words girl.
I know, but she's not part of the squad.
part of the squad, but I'll do whatever you need me to do. If you wanna just have it in the can.
Oh, I don't know, I think you should have it in the can at least, but
It's fine, but.
why not have it up there?
Using them for the studio?
Well, that Spencer, so I've kind of let Spencer lead a lot of that studio stuff. Him and Lee are gonna be, and then there's really gonna be the three of you are gonna work most, and then I'll go and find opportunities. Like I've got two now that they want vignettes developed. There's another guy that wants a full-blown marketing strategy implemented involving media production, print, whatever, everything.
Nice.
Right. So as I talk to people, as we get entrepreneurs as clients, as they're going to, we're going to go through, like, no. You want to grow to the next level, you're going to be at this level forever unless you change your game. Let's send some people from our studio to talk to you. Studio, yeah, just bear with us, and we'll see what we can do to change your game, right? So that whole process, and then one of the things that we do cross branding is the institute, and that's part where you'll come into play with that. So there's a lot of things that are birthed from this, from just the experience of what people need, and it's okay. I'm gonna tell you, oh, it's a shame. Stay in your lane. Don't worry about anything else. Just ride your lane. Just ride it. Don't worry.
As long as you trust the overall
Trust the
plan.
system.
Yep.
Trust in the
Then you're
system and
good.
just ride the lane.
Good.
But so executive leadership in associations, they don't have any, let alone training, I should say, right? Let alone they're going down the street and the members and how the board members are paid. So what we're gonna do is get Renee, Jody, Ellen, and then maybe you for like when they start developing the actual stuff, the written word part of it, right, editorial function, whatever, and create a leadership institute. So the Business Squad's Leadership Institute, and then that'll be all the executive training, the coaching, and all that will kind of fall, so that we can develop online content, written content, so we can cookie cutter that stuff, right? Because right now, Jody has a program book that she designed for HR implementation, just like employee part of HR implementation. Cookie cutter designed it, sells it to the Dental Association of Michigan. They give it as a sell-out. They sell them individually to all their dental members. So like, I just hired 40 people. I need 4 of those handbooks. Okay, Jody's saying, who, what? Oh yeah, here you go. She gets a cut of the handbook fee. Then the association gets a cut of the fee. Now she's co-branded with them with a marketing piece that they can make money off of. So I'm like, you can do that. You can do all kinds of stuff in that same space. I'm like, why don't you have classes on the content, leadership training? You're teaching not just the business owner side, but what the association is like getting leadership. And he's like, oh my God, you could go all day on those guys because they need. I'm like, perfect, good. Renee, Jody, Ellen, 3 of you, all powwow. We're gonna go after this association market at that level, that piece. And our goal is going forward is really association focus. Is we're gonna focus our marketing efforts to make depth. Hey, what's up, Mr. Lippins?
For your financial business market outreach too, I mean, would those be potential clients?
They're
for
all,
you?
yeah, remember the association.
Can I sit next to you?
Absolutely.
We'll all be members of the financial space.
What's your birthday?
It's not,
It's,
Hello?
you bring some.
bourbon and Knoxville.
Hey, Cherokee.
Oh, right on.
It's actually very pale.
Nice.
From beer camp.
Oh, alright. Down yonder, Dave has set up for you to do your 90 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Go bat that out before you get too bourbony and comfortable. Get that done, and then it's all fun after
I
that.
have a bourbon first.
And John has to.
I'll put dollars to donuts that were all shadowed out.
It's okay. I'm not worried about that. This isn't recording to the hard drive. It's just streaming. It's like a Snapchat. It's there. You get it. If you don't, it's gone.
Straight.
You can't see my rosy red cheeks
You ain't see
because
nothing. Yeah.
I've had a couple.
You won't know.
Well, I've had one.
That's like,
Don't
that's the
taste
image
one.
right there.
Yeah.
We're seeing what we're there to see.
Yeah.
That's correct, that's what I mean, they can't see nothing. Shadowy
See our
silhouettes.
parking lot.
Yeah.
That's it, that's okay.
So the plan is to get some nicer curtains for this and,
Yeah. Well, this whole studio, Spencer and,
what, they're
they have a full
gonna
plan.
blow out this wall or something?
Fuck, they better not, I don't know, but whatever. They have plans for, Scott and Spencer have plans of what they'd like to do, so I don't think we'll put a.
They don't like the way we set this up?
If they could do a
It's not
green
that.
screen back here.
It's
and
not
have
that,
a
it's
back-
not like that, they're gonna set it up so it's professional grade, so whatever, I don't know beyond that. I don't know, it's not for me to worry, I don't ask questions.
okay.
Just fucking let them do it.
Well, every episode has just been notching up.
That's what I
each
mean.
time.
Just
Are you
let 'em do
liking
it.
them?
Adjusting up, yeah, I am.
Just,
Good
you
stuff.
know, just let them do it.
How many followers do we have now?
Only 55.
You had 600
Still-
to check us out last week,
We
right?
did, yeah.
Really?
600 check us out last week.
Mhm.
Wow,
Visits, that's what blows my mind.
that's up, that's growth.
It's
Spencer
converted
thinks it's
10%.
disgusting. I'll do much better. Bring it.
Oh,
Shit,
yeah,
bring
bring it.
Put your money where your mouth
Well,
is.
you know, I think that's a great investment, Spencer, you know, and
Spencer and Scott are going
How
to
we
be
doing?
fantastic for
Yeah.
our process.
All right.
And
And
Scott's
it's
going to
gonna
be
really
the
benefit
squad.
them.
Absolutely, Squad's going to be for the on-demand.
James,
Yes.
you met John at lunch
I
that
think
day,
I did,
right?
yep.
I did.
Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce you as
here the first time around.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I
think so.
apologize.
Oh, no problem.
Now at 4:30, John, you said you could pick up the.
He's
Is it
just
4:30?
No, I'm just giving you a heads up so that.
You're gonna have to remind me at like, time to leave.
Well, I'm just saying it
4:15.
particularly so that you know the pickling process doesn't get past point of food.
I've
retrieval.
had like 3 sips off of that drink and then I'm
I'm
good
just
to go.
don't mind. I'm just saying it. I
I
don't care.
can make
You know,
quite yummy.
said
You know what, I
can-
think it's psychological, you know, you take a sip and you feel better already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I think it is.
absolutely.
What is that?
Bourbon.
Which who?
It's bourbon with what in it?
Oh, these guys.
Monster.
They have an old fashioned, and he has the last of the cherry monster
Monster.
with his bourbon. And they
That's
have
kind of an
old fashions.
interesting little thing you got going there.
I'm liking it, and
Monster and bourbon.
A little too much like Kool-Aid.
It's like right, exactly.
it's kinda like Purple Jesus.
Right, because he sees a purple Jesus after about 3.
Just don't wear the tennis shoes if he asks you to wear them.
Dave's like, I woke up in Nebraska.
Again.
Again.
No, for my first experience with Purple Jesus was, I was in a car going to Florida for senior, you know, whatever, senior week, whatever we did it back then. And we stopped in Georgia and we went to these little boys and they took us out to the woods and they gave us
Slogged you?
Purple Jesus,
I
which is,
I
it's
think
like,
squeal.
no, it was a party out there, but it was like the Kool-Aid.
It was a party.
I heard banjos and
I was
guitars.
thinking
Not getting better.
Somebody else drove the rest of the way. to
His
see
experience
Purple.
with paper tablets or you know
Yeah, right, that's the other way.
mushrooms picked off some shit in the country or something like
I had
that.
these
I
little
have no
stickers.
idea.
They gave me 3 stickers, and I didn't fucking know what it was.
Well, they were laughing. They were
They
having a
just
good
put
old
3
time.
stickers on your tongue. That's all I did.
There was carpeting on the walls of the van.
Yeah, right. I love that. Get him to the
Y'all come
Greek.
back
Here's the
now.
movie. Get him to the Greek.
Nice.
Oh my God, Sebastian, Get him to the Greek, and there's a scene, and it's called Purple, like Purple Daddy or something. And they Freddie. That's what. Then they get Fred. They call him Fred. And they're like, Fred's harmless. Fred doesn't hurt anybody. And so he takes a puff of this. And well, Fred's laced with every fucking thing on the planet.
Yeah.
And so the guy is just totally tripping, and they have furry walls. And this one room, and he's just going, he's petting the furry wall, and he's looking, and
It's
he's
not
like,
Fred. It's called.
or is it Fred? No, it's
Wasn't
Fred.
that, I don't
Get
know.
him to the Greek. It's from Get him to the Greek. Is the best.
That was a
movie.
great scene. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it's the whole party's from all
The
shit.
Jeffrey
places.
or something.
The Jeffrey. That's right. It wasn't Fred. It's Jeffrey. That's right.
It's the Jeffrey.
It's a
Yeah.
Jeffrey. He's a nice chap.
It's a
He's
Jeffrey.
It's a Jeffrey. Hi, Jody. Come on in and meet everybody else. This is Jody. She's our HR guru at large.
How are you guys?
Our newest
Yeah,
member
yeah.
to the
Yeah.
squad. And this is Carol. She's the words girl that helps us with all of our research and content
Good, how are you?
for the show each week.
Okay.
Dave's our commercial insurance madman. Payroll master at arms.
Oh, you guys haven't met?
No, she
No.
hasn't met
Okay.
Ace Cat yet.
Good.
Yeah.
And John. my
And John, hubby of the words girl.
Hi.
John is our critic. He sits in the back and takes notes. And
Okay.
Just gonna tell us.
How's this work? Screwed up.
Right, right. So Dave's got the space set up for you to knock up the 90-second.
Okay.
And in back there's stuff for margaritas. You make stuff for margarita if you'd like.
Lovely.
Yep. And
Or
or
an
a
old
old fashioned. The old fashions are Margo.
Old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know the rest of the story because this isn't your first time at the house, so I'm not going to treat you that way. So
Alright.
you're welcome to, mi casa su casa.
Does anyone?
And Mexicans coming.
Yeah, the Mexicans are coming.
Tacos.
I got actually, it's called the Fiesta Grande platter. So you get some quesadillas, tacos, and taquitos, and chips and salsa. So it's all I need.
You don't have to scale a wall to get over there?
Yeah, right.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. Not yet.
To get back, you do. Not
So
to
what was
go
the
over.
joke? Somebody was relaying a joke on the radio saying they heard about Trump and he's now potentially gonna be the president and he wants to build a wall and the kid says, and they're having taco night because they have it once a week. He says, he's asking his parents, does that mean no more tacos?
No.
Okay, I don't taco Tuesday.
Right? No, means no more, does not mean no more tacos. It does mean though that labor for the back end of a lot of restaurants become very expensive. That
Oh, yeah.
That might be the case.
That's funny.
So the
I
buy
have
the
a couple
tacos might go up by
restaurant
20%.
Well, I guess we're streaming, so maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but,
No, probably not their clients.
but it's an interesting, we'll talk about it off camera, I guess.
I understood. Ha ha.
Well, we gotta remember, this is public now.
So what? Who cares? That's why I said it's not. I advertise it as such. It's Snapchat. It's not being recorded.
It's like having happy hour in a bar and talking.
That's it. Exactly.
Oh, it's Snapchat, so that means it disappears like 2 minutes after you turn it off, right?
That's exactly right. It's gone.
Okay.
It's not being right. It's not being recorded.
What I just said won't be,
It's not being
Well,
recorded.
somebody
right?
would be watching this and recording it right now.
That's a true story. If they cared so much, and I want to meet them.
Hope they didn't get that.
oops, let me help you, I got something for you.
You didn't want to drink anymore. You could just set it down. You didn't have to spill it.
Sorry, honey, John's getting done.
John's grabbing it. He's on it.
I wanted to smell like bourbon.
Turn you on. It's your new parfum. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Who's on in?
Can I sit next to you?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
You gotta get it. This is a case of get it where you
We're
fit
gonna
it.
need
Did I
extra
still
seats
ask
anyways.
yours?
Nope, you did not. That is John's.
That's the other John's.
Yeah, here.
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Cool, Jim.
Hey, yeah, why not? James Deuce. There you go. You can have one of these.
How are you, Mr.
Spiffy.
Rippins?
I'm good, I'm good.
I get nervous.
That
So
was
it's
like
been a
a
busy
not
day.
fully committed.
Well, I've been super busy today, so I had a board meeting this morning, and then I
That's
had
boring.
nonprofit
Look at
training,
you.
and then I had to
Baller.
turn, I got rid of the
Baller.
payroll vault car today, so no more green car driving around.
You wrecked it, you said?
No, it was a lease, so I turned it in.
Oh, good answer. Good answer.
Oh,
Good
so
answer.
you're not gonna be driving a payroll vault?
Unfortunately, no, I will not have the payroll vault car anymore.
Good answer.
I'm in between decisions on what to do for a second car at this point, but, you know.
You need like a navigator or something like that.
Yeah.
Take that mofo green called the Hulk or the Green Machine. Payroll Vault's Green Machine.
Yeah.
Big old green there. No.
Or you get like a Hummer and call it the Vault and paint it like a bank vault or something.
Oh, that actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
There you
There you
go.
go. But then you gotta drive a Hummer.
Which is
Yeah.
like, I don't know, a small mortgage payment and gas.
Exactly.
There's,
Well, that's an interesting thing because I was listening to NPR the other day and they were talking about oil and oil prices.
Sure.
And oil is currently stuck around $35 a gallon, which is basically
barrel.
what it was in a barrel, which is what it was in like 1999 when
Yep.
gas prices were like 99 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around why our gas prices are still stuck around 230.
Yeah.
Well, $3 if you get the premium, right? But you have taxes that are higher now versus then.
Well, a little bit.
It's 40
yeah.
cents
Yeah.
difference. So there's 40 cents.
Yeah.
So where's the dollar? It's because they can.
And workers' salaries have gone up theoretically.
It's not because they can, no.
60 cents.
No, it's because they're manipulating your free market. That's
Because they can.
Well, I would
That's
say,
my point.
yeah,
Because they
I would
can.
say it's because they
Because they
can.
can.
But I think the question is, what's their justification? 'Cause
Yeah.
they gotta
That's a
have
whole
reason.
nother story.
Right, they've got a reason to
Say
say
it's 'cause they can.
practically, yeah. Well,
But if you
don't
have
try.
an industry that's manipulating a price to keep it artificially inflated, that's called market manipulation.
Absolutely
it's technically
right.
illegal.
It's not technically, it's very illegal. Yeah, it's very illegal. Yeah,
So,
no.
yeah.
Well, too bad we don't have Bernie Sanders here. I'm sure he could tell us all about.
But Bernie's
What's
never had a
wrong?
real job outside of government. So he got kicked off the commune for not doing his job.
I'm just.
That's a problem when you want a man to be in charge of something and he can't get along with
I
hippies.
think they're taping back then.
Oh, sorry. He's on the background. Oh, right. You know. Like, do you hear that? Yeah. I think they're possessed where they are. I don't think.
Yeah.
I love Bernie.
Yeah, I like him too. That's why I say he would. I'm sure he would have all kinds of reasons as to.
Did you see that ad that came out from the Hillary campaign?
No.
Did you see it?
No.
Her campaign, so I am not a huge Hillary fan, although I will certainly vote for her.
You're
If she's
on
the
the
nominee.
politics already.
But her campaign put a brilliant ad together that uses all of the other Republicans
Oh
to
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
talking
how
bad about
completely
Trump.
unacceptable Trump is
Mhm.
as a candidate.
That's fine.
How
And I thought,
completely
that's
actually non-conservative he really is as far as what his
That's
politics
good, right?
are.
That's what you want. You don't want a conservative in office. You should be like, go Trump.
My thing is, I don't
He's
understand.
gonna tear
who
things
these
up,
are.
he's gonna break the system.
I'm all
and
for
that's
it.
what
I
we
want him
need,
to
is
blow
a
the system to
broken.
bits. I want no parts of the old system remained. He's the guy that screamed about the Saudi Arabian issue, and guess what now? We're talking about the papers. Funny. He's the guy that talked about the Rothschilds. Guess what everybody's talking about? Oh, the banking system's all fucked up.
But I
So
cannot
thanks.
abide by his social policies. I
Oh, well.
cannot.
I don't think
He is misogynistic, he is xenophobic, he is racist, he is homophobic. He would take anyone that's not white and preferably male and ship them the fuck out of here.
Well, that's another thing. that
I don't think
interesting.
you have grounds for
Interesting
that,
that
but
I
I'll
was-
just state your opinion.
Again, I was listening to NPR earlier today, and they basically equated this to like, what is his real message? And it says his real message is make America great again. Well, the person who was talking was, his core base is like, lower class, like white American
Wrong,
men.
but it's
That's
okay.
what his kind of.
That's where he started, but that's
where
okay.
it's at.
It's all good.
So his original message is basically not necessarily make America great again. It's make America white again.
I was listening to that same
Well,
interview.
so
Richard
here's the
Russo,
only thing.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would have to say is I'm very interested to see what happens when there's a debate between him and Hillary.
Sure.
Because in all the debates he's been in previously, it's just been garbage. I mean,
Yeah.
there
It's
hasn't
a
been
room
any
full of
meaning
Hillary
at all.
supporters,
But
so
we'll see what
Very
happens
political
when
Just
Hillary.
anti-
I never said that I was a
I
Hillary
don't give it a
supporter.
try. I'm
Just
not full of
anti-Trump.
Hillary supporters, just.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I am not a
Three-
Hillary supporter. I am a
they
not
think
Hillary
Trump is
supporter.
horrible.
I don't see any scenario, and none of the 538 Nate Silver, the guy who knows what he's doing, doesn't see a single scenario where Trump wins, based on
And
the
the general
demographic.
election
I
in the
hope
demographic.
Like,
yeah.
I just think there's a 0% chance of it.
I really
So.
hope that you're correct. He's
But I'd love to
very
see
The
a
biggest
debate
chance,
between
his
Trump
biggest
and
chance would
Hillary
have a.
is a pop-up libertarian ad in the middle of every inane answer and
Yeah.
obfuscation.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that now we finally got with Hillary and Bernie. You had Hillary that was talking about
Shut
business,
up,
whatever,
that's
and
not
Bernie
true.
was like, "We're gonna rip down Wall Street," and then on the Trump and them, they were yelling at each other. And now we've got, all right, Hillary and Trump are ideally going to talk about what they want to do for business and how they want to affect it and all this, and we'll get stuff
Hillary
to
needs to
base
go
a
to
vote on.
prison.
But
Hillary needs to go to prison. I mean, that's.
I was
another-
thinking about this the other day. Remember the Tom Clancy? I've read a lot of Tom Clancy books, right? And the FBI director is always talking to the president, and I'm just imagining the FBI director going to Obama and saying, "Hey, we've got all this stuff on Hillary," and Obama saying, "Yeah, that's nice. Let's go golfing. We're not going to do anything with this." Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
regardless.
He's
of
like,
whether
I'm gonna
she
blow
did
the whistle.
anything.
That's cool. Give me 6 months, and I don't give a shit
Yeah.
what you do.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Drop the mic all you want. That's just like the whole hearings with the Saudi Arabia papers and all that stuff they're doing now from 9/11. That's all blowing up, and they're kicking that ball post-election. Like all the big hearings are set for after the election, because nobody wants to, get caught in that quagmire.
Right.
Same stuff with Hillary. She'll get fried for that stuff too. I personally think it'll be Hillary will secure the nomination. It's like, I'm not feeling good. I gotta bow out. And then Joe goes, I can take the ball. I'll run it in. And it'll be Joe Biden versus Trump. You heard it here first.
You really think Joe Biden versus Trump? That would be interesting.
That's what I think it'll be. Because Bernie has no chance. So let's please quit talking.
Bernie
about
has no chance of what?
being nominated.
Being nominated.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I can't still like him.
You can. They like my own and his crazy ideas. But I agree with his issues of the corrupt system and all that stuff. I'm all about that, 100%. but dollars have to be paid for by somebody,
Mhm.
and there's no magic, oh, big bad guy billionaire dollar that's endless. Economics tells you it doesn't work like that. So, it's not how you pay for
You
it.
just always have to have the last word, that's what this is really about.
No, I'm really bothered about burning.
It's okay.
Okay. So, Terry,
A lot of these associations have enough
See,
in the
purple.
membership fee
I
to
see.
offer service like this.
It's okay, Ayn Rand.
That's
That's
right. Right, damn it! I feel their spirit in me now.
Like it's like a fountainhead, just.
Yeah, right, that's right. That's right. Atlas shrugged and we're all unemployed. What's up, Dave? Did you suffer bourbon yet?
Well, I have to go back there and do it, but you can
It was
go.
next, yeah, you can catch, yeah.
I gotta
You
go
didn't stay out here waiting for me.
How you doing?
Grab it from me, sorry.
Where is she?
Okay, no more politics or I'm out. I can't do it. I
You're-
can't do it. I just can't.
I know. And then with it, and it's,
Dedicated HR person.
man is on the edge.
One is too big.
Lippins is raised Democrat. And she hates everybody that's not supportive of the LGBT movement, which she has the conception that that would be everybody that's not Democrat, which is bullshit.
How about socially liberal? Let's just
Just saying.
everybody do your thing.
Right. So you put that on a pot and you end up with, you end up with need for more bourbon.
You end up Pearson's out. So, I don't mind talking business, absolutely.
It's all good.
Well, the thing is, no matter who wins the election, no
Doesn't
matter
matter.
what, yeah, you and me get up and get to our desks the next day and
Doesn't
carry
matter.
on.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
The one that matters is Congress. Nobody ever rails their congressman that way. They always yak all day about the president, but your congressman sits on bullshit and screws everybody. The president just says, yes, no, and they get told by whoever their bosses are. So, whatever. I went at some Republican cats, Amy Jane and Wendy Day, and they're all talking about how Trump's horrible, and blah, blah, because they're all cruise people. And I said, at the end of the day, you guys need to stop. You know who passes all the laws, who writes the laws? It ain't the president. Well, there's the abuse of executive ordership to presidents too, but in reality, it's your Congress.
It's good,
Right
but I
there.
run cold, so.
What the heck? You got a margarita?
Yeah,
Good call.
sure do.
Have a seat.
You have the seats?
Sure.
Take a seat here.
Mm-hmm.
So Carol, I thought I missed your email. I emailed James and said I missed the rundown for this week. He's
Yeah.
like, no, it's ad lib.
It's ad lib.
Okay.
Just
I
run
should
with
have
it.
sent out a there is no rundown
That's
this
all right.
week.
We're
Next
okay.
time.
They adapted.
I'm up for ad lib.
We are still short on guests, so if you know of anybody. that you
Yeah,
know.
we have to move this through, right? Especially for the home-based service ones, right? It's coming
Oh,
up.
we've got
right?
two of those. We've got Chad next week.
Oh, awesome.
Chad Gordon, and
Okay.
then the week after is blank, and then we've got Ellen's home builder associate for the end of May.
So we need one
need
midweek,
for the
third week,
19th,
third
yeah.
week of May.
Home-based business, so is this like
Home-based
somebody?
service.
Service, so
like
they do
lawn care or
Right,
roofers.
or painting or
Home-based
roofers or
service, got it.
electrician or plumber
Okay,
or.
okay.
So really, a B2C kind of.
Yeah, right,
instead
kinda,
of
right,
the
yeah.
B2B, but
Right,
it's a
right.
whole different approach.
Right.
So,
Yeah, because they're a different style of business, and they'll have the business services after the nonprofits. 'Cause nonprofits is June, I think.
Do you have enough for nonprofits?
I've got nobody. I've
Oh.
got nobody
Fire 'em
after
up.
May.
I think
so-
I can fill up your nonprofits.
Yeah, fire them up.
Okay, if you know of anybody, just see if they're interested, and if they
Yeah.
are, just connect us via email and I'll take it from there.
Yeah,
Great.
I've got, I'll just see where Travis said.
Nonprofit
a lot-
business.
Yeah, like executive directors, right?
Yeah,
Nonprofit.
that's
Yes.
perfect,
Yeah.
Line them up.
Great.
Bring 'em
Yeah,
in.
that's a pretty significant portion of my business,
Okay.
our nonprofits, so I'll think through it. Are you thinking size? Do you want these to be like state level nonprofits, regional nonprofits?
It's up to them.
The more interesting, the better. You know
Right,
what I
yeah.
mean? If they could tell a story.
Interesting story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even better, yep.
And then what I'll do, if I know ahead of time, and then in advance, I can sort of plan the script and some of the stories around some of the things they wanna talk
Yeah.
about.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
New Holland?
Okay. All right. That's June.
yeah.
Maybe later, but that's okay.
All right. Yeah. Let me start making some calls.
Okay, perfect.
I should be able to line those up.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Knock June out, be good.
I turned the air on.
It's probably a good idea because it's getting a little stuffy.
James had a good idea for
See, I wasn't
October
alone.
to interview local candidates about how their platforms particularly as
Oh.
it relates to Mayo.
Sure.
So that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Do like the state, get the state reps in here or something like that. That'd be cool.
Is it to set that clock
I put a bad battery in it, I guess.
So, your job,
No, it just was on my desk and then
it's been unassigned. Yeah. It's a nice clock, but it's,
Pretty nice when I bought it.
yeah, I think it's been about that time for a while though.
Oh, so it doesn't move. Here's a
No, the second hand's moving, it's just the battery's toast, dude. Doesn't have much juice to move the big hands. Because the big hands move for a while, and there's the battery's like,
I think it lasted the first half
and
hour.
no, it's, yeah. Pretty much.
John got a great clock when he retired. It just shows the days of halfway through Tuesday.
have to look at it.
Yeah, that's all you need.
It shows the days of the week.
Today's Thursday,
Good.
It is.
He goes, isn't it?
It is, double check here.
I felt like my schedule.
Hey, how'd your book signing go?
You mean Ed's book? It was great.
I'm sorry, yeah, you were sponsoring the book signing.
Oh, you broke out one of the balls,
Yeah.
right on.
We're,
What do you think of that larceny?
I haven't tried it yet,
Oh, yeah.
but it says John Kennedy, so you know I gotta try it.
It's baby steps
Yeah.
at first.
The guy at the
I'll be honest, it's
canopy
sitting on
was like, this
on
is my
night
newest
stand
one.
tonight. I
And
have-
the dude, last time you did, you hosed me for
So I
$99.
haven't like lost it.
He starts laughing, he goes,
I
it's not that much. I go, 50? Nope. Give me a bottle.
To
Oh, yeah.
for pleasure?
It's something
Yeah.
similar to a Buffalo
See,
Trace.
we read for pleasure all the time. I mean, there's books piled
pretty good.
everywhere.
That's what he says, very
We don't
similar to
have a
Buffalo
Oh, it's
Trace,
just
nothing
like-
wrong.
Yeah.
But the story really moves along. There's shortish chapters and something happening every chapter, and it really does move along. And I'm not just saying that as an editor, you know. although-
So it'd make for a great miniseries.
Kinda would,
Yeah.
kinda would,
What book?
yeah. John has
Without
launched a
Sin.
publishing company that has their first book out in
You ready, Doc?
print.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say,
He without sin.
but
Now, I realize we have to.
Just don't drop any
tweak our
F-bombs, you're
marketing
good.
efforts.
oh question. Oh, now let's say fuck.
On SEO.
Okay, jeez.
You do those so that.
You can on this
similar
video, but
books,
not on
you know,
that.
reader will
This one, but
write,
not on
"Hey,
that
this
one."
is a suggestion, you might
Why
also like this."
should they
We
choose
got
the
something
business
wrong
squad?
because when you're on the Even
Why
page,
did
always
you
suggest
choose to work with the
gay
business squad?
erotic novels
Or how to create it?
something.
Fun
Oh.
fact.
Something.
And a fun
Okay.
thing to
There's been
say.
nothing to do with that.
So then you gotta.
A
move
fun
the keywords
personal
to,
fact about
you know,
yourself
exploration,
that
outer
someone may
space.
not
Right,
know.
instead we use he without.
That was the
space.
hardest
And I
part
think that
of the
must
three.
trigger stuff. And it was
Well,
just
it says,
interesting. Right.
you get the Bible or you get.
Oh, yours.
The seven
And it
days,
can't be
right?
something
We
liberal
got
Democrat.
something else.
Mine was
Yeah, you don't
that
want, you don't wanna get caught up in that crowd.
I graduated with 35 people, so from a very
Oh,
small
from
town.
college, college. Oh, no, high school.
No,
yeah.
high school. But it's the same town that former Governor John Engler was from,
Oh, wow, that's nice.
What town is that?
Beale City.
Small one.
I graduated
Really
with
small one. A small one.
Yeah.
4 people from a school that 15,000 people went to, like concurrently.
What, they just didn't graduate?
In a pretty small class,
I went to
or they failed miserably.
a satellite school at Washington Community College, so
Oh.
my class only had 4 people that actually graduated from it, but our campus had 15,000 people on it. So.
My high school senior class was 512, 213 walked.
Oh,
Mine
what?
was like 582
Wow.
and I think
Yeah,
almost all of them
graduated.
walked.
Oh,
300 did not graduate.
oh,
All
that's
right.
sad.
That's the hillbilly hood.
Senior class.
Well, that's the hillbilly hood.
The hillbilly participating in high school.
Where was that at?
Hill
Did
Park.
you go to your graduation?
She was about to graduate from
Yes.
Flex Tech High School over here, which is a charter school
Yeah.
sponsored by Central Michigan, and he's had a good experience there. Yeah. And they're on him. You're graduating. He's like, you know, he's got 3 weeks to get in like 4 assignments.
So you gotta do an open house and the whole shebang.
I did
do you mean by an open house?
Are you doing you said that he's graduating?
Yeah.
So do you do like a celebration?
Oh, yeah,
Party?
we're gonna do like a graduation party?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We call it an open house.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We do it at the park.
Okay.
And it's a picnic, you
Yeah.
know, so,
Nice.
yeah.
That's it.
Do you have food brought in, or are you cooking, or?
Well, his mother and his grandmother
Yeah.
are taking care of that, I think. I mean, at least they did for Alex, my daughter, so. They just told me where to be and what time and how much,
Yeah.
you know?
That's great.
Yeah, right.
And Jody, you're in HR.
Mhm.
Are you a PEO or
Nope.
you just outsource the HR part of it, recruiting and everything?
They would, so I own an HR consulting company, so it's myself and 3 other consultants. And we do help clients with recruiting. We act as though we're their internal HR department, so we act on their behalf to recruit. And then we do compliance things like job descriptions and handbooks and HR audits and all those pieces. We coach managers on personnel issues.
Great.
You know, I have someone who's doing this, and I don't want to fire. Well, slow down a bit. Walk me through what's going on, and this is what you should say, and this is what you don't say, and this is what you should write down, this is what you should give them. And then we do a lot of trainings too, leadership, management, communication.
Do you have any like, history with like union issues and stuff like that?
We don't do a lot with union. Some of the consultants that are on my team have worked in-house in large manufacturing organizations where they had unions and organizing
Mhm.
efforts. So within the team, we have expertise when it comes to that, but it's not one of those service lines that we push. We don't do payroll and we don't do benefit administration. The other 2, since we push those out to
Those
trusted members of the squad.
Gotcha.
That's right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Keep it up.
I'm doing a lot of freelance writing right now for a PEO out in Utah.
Oh,
So-
okay.
And they do across the board.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah,
service.
so PEOs.
Yeah.
We're one step short, the squad itself is one step short of PEO. We're ASO. If you looked at all of our functionality, normally they bundle it as an ASO. And that's how we are. So in the function, the PEOs, they handle the employee internally.
Mm-hmm.
We push and put, it's your issue.
Yeah.
But we'll do all the rest.
Yeah.
We'll do
We'll
employee
help you
books,
manage
we'll
that
do the
issue.
benefit, we'll do
Yeah.
payroll, tax, compliance, all the other whatever, we'll do all the other side of it.
We just use them.
But they're your employees.
But they're your
And at the
employees.
end of the day, it's your decision to make. So like with
Right.
things that come to me, as we say, this is what we recommend, these are the risks.
Mhm.
But it's your call, right, to do with as you will.
Where if you were a PEO, you'd have to say, it's my risk, so we're gonna do it my way.
Well, to a
Well,
degree, not really.
ultimately, but then the cost to the employer is much higher when you take the risk on as the
Right, as the,
PEO.
yeah, if you own the employee, if the employee's yours, right, and you're just leasing them out, then you're assuming the work comp liability and the unemployment liability
Right.
and, you know, those kinds of things. So you typically are gonna mark them up
Sure.
before you sell
But
them.
the upside to it is you don't have the headaches at all then completely. And it's a top line item expense tax wise. So even though it's marked up,
Okay.
on the expense level, it's advantageous because it goes right off the top as a lease expense like any other lease expense. Versus if you load all the other expenses, they come down in different line item points, come down the flow chart.
Does it give them any freedom to say, you know what, if it's a PEO, I don't like that guy?
Yes,
You know?
So they don't have to,
absolutely.
they don't have to honor.
That's one of the biggest benefits an employer sees right off the bat is
Okay,
if they're not working out, I don't
Fred
have to,
sucks.
I don't even have to tell the person. I call you and you tell them.
yeah, you
And I don't
tell
have to give you a reason,
you
I
say,
don't have to.
yeah, they said,
just
they
don't
want,
bring
they
him
want
back
somebody
tomorrow.
else, yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. That's exactly right. So it's, and
That's-
actually it's
that's a
worse
great
than a temp
benefit.
business.
Absolutely.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
It's trending, the PEO space. Okay, we went through that discussion a month ago.
Yeah, so what happens to the liability to the PEO, to that employee that can't seem to get a position? They can just say, you know, we don't have work for you, and there's no liability for that, or?
well, I mean, depending on how much they've earned with you in terms of wages, they could potentially qualify
For
for
unemployment.
unemployment. But if you had work available and they chose not to take the assignment, then that could
Well, but if you had work available, but the work available won't accept them as the person to.
So what I'm saying is if I had an assignment available, the client would accept you, but it's an
Okay.
assignment you don't want, then
Then
that could potentially help with your unemployment
right,
claim.
you quit.
But with some of the unemployment hassles you've witnessed of people quitting and then suing for unemployment and
Oh, yeah.
the chaos that causes, removing that from the manager's
It
desk.
is. Especially in Michigan, and I'm sure other states this way too, but Michigan, at least like right now, is very pro-employee when it comes to the
They've been
unemployment.
for a lot of years.
And a lot of it, I think, isn't necessarily because they choose the employee over the employer. I think it's simply a question of manpower. They do not have the resources to read through every single claim, and so my opinion is the default answer is approved.
Right.
And if the employer, wants
Fights
it
it.
bad enough, they'll fight it, and I'll review it later. That's what I think.
And then we go to
Makes
hearing
sense.
and
Yeah.
it happened to me. I was in a few of those hearings. It's just, no, it's okay. They didn't show up 3 days in a row. I get it. It's all right. They still get their employment.
It's pretty.
Wow, really, even if they didn't show up?
Yeah, yeah.
You have to have pretty clear policies and a lot of solid documentation, and even then, it's dependent upon whatever administrative law judge hears your case.
Their
And there's
mo-
no
their-
appeal beyond that. It's
Their,
like,
their mood is what.
and they're not real judges.
No.
It's like,
No.
I don't know. I have a whole opinion on that
What are you talking about?
process, unemployment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had, just before I started my business, the previous company that I was working for, terminated me wrongfully. So not only did I have to sue them, have an employment lawsuit against them, I also had to fight unemployment issues. And that's fun. And I won, and they're a multi-billion-dollar company,
Yeah.
so.
Well,
but,
you know, to the employee, right, who's now out of a job, they've got time on their hands to fight and do, so that's the other piece of this as an employer, like, sure, you can appeal it and you're gonna keep investing your time, and you better believe the employee on the other end, the ex-employee, is gonna keep, because what, they have nothing to lose.
That's the one portion of it that I don't do within my business. I do not fight unemployment claims for clients. You can make some money doing that thing, but it's way too much of a hassle.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to deal with
But you
claims
do,
like that.
and you will.
I will help them write
Yeah.
here's what I'll do. First of all, I'll help them assess whether it's worth their time and effort
Mhm.
to try to fight it. And if they really, if they have something that I think they could stand on, I'll help them develop the documentation to put in place, and tell them copies of this, submit
The
it
reality
online,
is, though,
fax it as well, answer.
It almost doesn't matter.
No,
I mean, they will almost always side with the employee
that's,
no matter
yeah,
what.
that's what we were just saying. I feel like that's the default, unless you really wanna,
Yep, and then NLRB, same way.
oh, that's a
Horrible.
whole, I had a whole, yeah.
Google my name, I come up in a case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Another chair. There's a lot of us.
All lawsuits are brutal.
Not for the attorneys.
Not. I say that in front of the lawyer, but you know,
Right,
okay.
I mean,
Lawsuits are great for you.
I heard that. He's like, not for the attorney.
That's funny.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. This, thank you.
How you like the coasters?
Do-do.
Don't you think they're great?
Yep.
It was a gift to us from Americana Estate Sales. So,
Nice.
I said, I like those. They said, take them.
That was easy enough.
My sister and my brother. You know, it's okay.
They do estate sales?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good to
Help
know.
dead people.
Good to know.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just dead people.
We're toying with
the living
things
people.
that are
Estate sales.
It could be moving or, all sorts of different things.
Well, you know, if you're
That was
serious,
one of the best things to do in
they're really
Chicago was
pretty
go
good
to
at
all
it.
these
So they
estate
can,
sales.
they'll walk
Yeah.
through it, they can
Yeah.
give you
Crazy
a
good stuff.
pretty good number on what you can expect, and
My
decide if
grandma
that makes
does that.
sense to
She
you or not.
works with a couple that
But,
put them on, and she
but
loves
they're
it because
busy.
she gets
I don't know
first
how
dibs, and
serious
she's
they
got
are
like
about the idea, but some days
several
it's
booths in
tempting.
an
Yeah.
antique store, so she knows like what the good
Tempting.
stuff is. So she's
You know, sooner or later, everybody has to downsize.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, they found them, and I just think they're great. It's all Detroit.
They're nice, yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah, it's cool.
I didn't realize Fago was funny.
Yeah, Gratiot Avenue.
We learned from Ray. It used to be, yeah, it's good another, yeah. Somehow I
Hey, you
know.
know, I gotta go do a food.
Gonna
run. Why
pack
don't you
in.
come sit down here?
Oh, there you go, Dave. Get the premium seating.
Yeah, I mean.
That's actually the Fagostein family.
Fago
Oh, yeah.
Steam?
Yep.
That's what he said.
Yep,
Oh.
Fagostein family. And they created Fago, and their family still owns the name to this day. Those
They
who
don't own
don't,
the company, but they own the name.
well, yeah, 'cause they sold the company or whatever. Company's bottled by
You
different
probably get a
people.
nice royalty payment on that every
Yeah,
year.
yep. Yeah, Fagostein family. Yep, yep.
Well, the Tigers games, you always hear on the radio the Fago commercials. All the time, like 5 or 6 times a game.
That's nice. So squad members. Yeah, and guests, yeah. No, you can stay. It's okay. So I wanted to go over real quick some of the studio stuff. I was gonna wait for, for those of you who don't know that, and wait for Heather, but I'll just give her a fill in later.
Thank you.
She's in transit.
We've got time. We can just wait.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. She said she's on her way. So
Time is
that's
it?
fine.
Oh, it's 9:40. Jeez.
Yeah,
Tequila does that. Like,
God.
that's right.
Margaritas. How many have I had?
That's it. It's exactly.
Not enough, it's early.
Right.
Or it's late, depending
Yeah.
on where you are.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're over in England, this is crashed bedtime. Cause like 7 hours are they off or five? Five.
Yeah.
There you go. That
We're
makes
almost
sense.
like 7 or 8.
So yeah, so it'd be So it would be 9:30, right? Or
There you go. So we're just on English time.
yeah, see that's it.
There you go.
We're on London time.
Yep.
Sure, yeah, I saw it. It's good stuff.
Cheers, mate.
That's it. Yeah,
I'd
that's
certainly like to be in London.
well, you know,
Pub time.
Yep.
can't say that I've been. So I'll take care of that. No,
Oh,
never.
wow.
Mm-mm.
It's expensive.
I've never done any of Europe.
Sorry, I left these long, no.
I have zero Europe
There's some
experience.
areas that
Ireland is just if you get in the north part. It's just so quiet.
Do you get a card?
Yeah. Huh?
Claim your color.
Well, we do
Does your
something-
color be green or orange?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like,
Dublin
green.
was like
Already come through.
tourist, the rest of it was. We only spent a day in London on the way back. Touristy, city tourist stuff. It's whatever. I mean,
it's touristy because that's what you're there to do, though. It's a city of
well,
12 million people. It's not all touristy, but
City
right.
told me
No, I
to
know,
wear-
but I'm
wait a
just
minute,
saying.
London.
Like, you
Yeah.
don't spend much time.
yeah.
I was like, Ireland has 12 million people. Not the whole damn country only has like 7 or 9. Ireland. So I think it's 9 million.
Actually,
Ireland.
might be more than 12 million people in London right now. But
That could be Ireland. Yeah.
I did hear a fun fact that sheep outnumber people in Ireland.
I believe it every bit of it.
Over there, yep, I think it's about 3-1.
Where men are
believe
men
it.
and sheep are
Wow.
scared, is that?
No, that's
New Zealand,
Scotland.
definitely true.
There's an old joke
It's
about
like
the
2 million
Scottish.
New Zealanders and like 12 million sheep or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's crazy.
Yeah, no, they there's more Irish direct or second generation in the United States than there is in Ireland. There's 14 million that can draw either first or second generation connection to Ireland.
My wife
Wasn't
and
there
There
I-
is a stat like that about Poland too. That
Could be.
Hamtramck has is like the second highest Polish population in the world, I think.
per
Like,
capita.
Maybe used
I
to
think
be.
yeah.
so, yeah.
Might be maybe now, but I don't think it's
My
cool.
wife went out to lunch earlier today with my daughter Lily, who's 7 weeks old, and there was old Irish ladies sitting like right next to them at the table. They couldn't figure out how to work their phone, and my wife helped them. Afterwards, she said, my wife called me up immediately. She's like, "This is so weird. When we were leaving, the lady stood up and she said, 'You got a bit of Irish in ya?' And I'm like, 'What?' She's like, 'You got a bit of Irish in ya? I'd like to give your daughter an Irish blessing.'" She gave her an Irish blessing, and then she kissed her hand and then put her hand on my daughter's lips, and I was like, "It's just a little weird."
Oh,
It's
that's
very
cool.
Irish.
It's nice, but you know.
It's the way of our
It's
people.
cool
Sort of
because
explanation.
they're old.
Yeah.
If they were, it would be creepy.
Yeah.
Right? That's cool.
Uh,
Which is cool.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's totally an Irish thing. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like if an old lady wants to do something weird, to your baby, you probably gonna let her.
Yeah.
If she's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is an old family blessing.
Yeah.
Right, and
Old
she
family
licks the
recipe.
baby's face.
Yeah, you're just
Like a dog.
Okay,
You're like-
that's what happens.
When we're walking. I'm sorry. there was a guy that used to be in the Optimist Club, and an old Frenchman, and literally his accent still, even to the day he died, super thick. And he was like, I'm old, so I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm like, you can't have that attitude. Hell, I can't. He's like 91. So we're sitting in line at the Optimist breakfast, and Carla Grissom, which actually none of you guys know her. You might know Carla Grissom from LaFontaine. Carla, maybe? No? All right. You know, all right. So he's behind her. I'm behind him. He goes to Carla's ass. Flat out smacks her ass while we're in line. I'm like, Carla looks at me, looks at him, and I'm like, Chicky, right there. And he's like, I did it. I'm like, move on.
Don't lie about it.
He's like, I did it. What are you gonna do about it? Basically, like, he touched me, he breaks my bones, and I die. Like, you know, like he's just like, that's horrible. And that's why I asked him. He's like, I'm too old. I don't care. I'm like,
And my wife's grandma is 86, and he's known for like bumping people in parking lots when they take their parking space. If someone parks in front of him, he will like literally like bump your bumper and then go and find another parking spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Press rage. He's just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
damn it, punk.
You
Like
do it
what's
now,
that
you're just
movie
a
where
psycho.
she runs
He's
into
dead.
her car and she said, I'm old and I have more insurance? Try to reach me.
Ah, bam. Movie trivia.
Nice.
That's funny. Too funny. Okay.
You can talk then, I guess.
That's like you could
Yeah.
talk about it.
Might as well just talk.
So where is your sweet spot as far as what you like to do? I mean, as far
Me
as a good
personally or the
referral,
companies?
good referral for you would be what?
On the training side, it would be anybody that wants to learn more about team building, leadership management skills, communication, those kinds of things.
Unfortunately, those people that need it don't realize they need it.
Well, some do.
You know, some do, but it takes things going to hell before they, you know, and they're like, okay, you gotta come in. But aside from training, I would say like the consulting services are probably companies that have, that don't have dedicated HR on site. So I don't wanna put a number
Over
to it,
20
but
typically.
basically over 8. Like I've hired my friends and family, I'm out of people I know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now the problems there, right? So yeah, I would say generally the 1 and the 2 man shop they just wing it.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
figure it's me and my spouse or it's me and it's fine. But generally, yeah, you get like above 8 and below 100, like in there, generally there's a need for support.
Like
And we don't go in
on-demand
and,
support?
well, we don't go in and sit behind a desk and we're not on-site HR. We
Most
are,
don't need
we'll
that.
work with whoever kind of your point person is, if it's an office manager, if it's an admin, if it's you as the owner. We'll help you get things set up, what you absolutely need, and
Mhm.
then we'll put a plan together for what would be next, you know, things you should start thinking about, things that would make your life easier. Or if you get into
Things that keep you out
sticky
of trouble.
scenarios, like it's kind of like a therapist too. It's the 1-800, oh shit, you know,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
this is going on. What do I do? Or so and so just gave me their resignation. I don't even know where to start. Can you help me hire? Yes.
So you do hiring and recruitment too? On for everything, or like just executive, or just working, or?
I would say.
Yes, right, yeah. And actually, not at all of them, like, yeah.
I would say everything.
I
Like
do
everything
this.
from executive director searches for nonprofits, to, you know, CFOs and controllers, HR folks, all the way down to an admin. Everything in between. Yep.
It is good. The power of the squad grows.
Do we get uniforms later?
I was thinking about that pink tutus.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Ah, no.
branded
feel-
shirts.
Oh my God, seriously. I wish that would so end with like, if I had like one thing that would fall on everybody's thought process. Oh, here, let's all wear shirts and we look like we work at Target,
Yeah.
Chase.
Yeah.
Pick
I
your
have
thing.
I'll be honest, I have a couple branded green polo shirts.
Yeah, but you probably use it specifically like if you're going to golf or trade show or something. Kind of, and that's that's where they're appropriate.
You may or may not have an entire wardrobe.
I worked for a company that created a new software product called Calypso, of all things. They named the software Calypso. Would you like to buy a package of Calypso? So at the trade
That's-
show,
That's a good program.
we
So.
had, let me just put it this way, if I had socks and underwear with Calypso, I would have the entire wardrobe. Shirts, pants, shoes.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
What was Calypso?
Yeah.
What was it? What
It's
did
just a software package. You've never heard of it. You don't know
What type of soft? I mean, what-
metrology. If you wanted to measure something, it would help you.
Getting questions. I'm wandering to the
It's
forest.
more detail than you need to
They're
know.
like, you're right. You're wandering to the
I used to
forest
be
and realize there's
software
even
developer.
loans there.
What
Slog
software
through
does
this.
stuff.
Then they named the, just as an aside, they named the successor program, the one that's gonna replace Calypso, Caligo.
That's not confusing.
That's
at all.
not bad. That's
Well,
not bad.
if you Google it right now, you see it's an eye disease of some kind.
Market research on that.
Research on that.
Somebody failed the research on that. That's
All the-
hilarious.
At the meeting, the employees are all sitting in the room going, no,
Yeah.
no, not the disease, please.
I worked for a company in my brief stint outside of finance, and it was in the e-commerce buzz of the 90s, right? E-commerce was everything, and the company's name was Harbinger. So yeah, we're gonna have Harbinger be your e-commerce company.
Yeah.
Hi, I work at Harbinger. Would you like to do your e-commerce? And they basically shut your whole fucking company down. Because we can do that for you. I'm the bringer of death and chaos. How can I help you today? Hello? 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 Hello?
Pets.com was their first client.
Yeah, right, exactly right. I mean, seriously. I was like, could you not pick the worst name, you hillbillies from Georgia? What the hell are you doing? And they were down, and they bought where I was at in Ann Arbor. They bought it out, and I'm like, we're working for who and what? No.
Funny software stuff. Has anybody seen the show on HBO called Silicon Valley? It's
No, I haven't watched it, but I've seen the.
It's great. They developed this, like, the whole premise is this guy developed this brilliant, like, software algorithm that does, like, data compression or whatever. So they started this company. But the last couple episodes have been about them hiring a new CEO to run everything. And they, like, took this fabulous
Hello?
idea and were like, they hired a bunch of salespeople, and the salespeople were like, well, you know, we need to get rid of all the cloud stuff, And he's like, well, all you basically want to do is take my algorithm and stick it in a box and put it in a server room. And then the next thing we have is like an ad of them taking his algorithm and sticking it in a box and putting it in the back of the server room. He's so pissed off. It's
Yeah,
great.
well,
That's
that's
what
kinda-
salespeople do to software.
Hey now,
Mm.
I was one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
They like the fact that I sold millions of bucks worth of their shit, though. There's all the smelly wonks in the basement where you had to like roll your dice to go down there with them to talk, and it was like, seriously, Star Wars shirts are not acceptable attire, and bathing is not an option. Just saying, personal hygiene. Why am I even? This whole place smells of ball sweat. This is horrible. Why am I here? Spilled empty Mountain Dew bottles everywhere. I'm like, what is this place? You made an offer for a contract with this guy's out of Dallas, and we can't fulfill that. I go, well, look, here's the deal. This guy's the town exec. You're going to call him, and you're going to work that with him, because that's not my problem. Not my circus, not my monkeys. They told me the parameters I'm allowed to work in, so I'm going to run to the edge of those parameters. You fix the fringes. That's not my issue. And they did.
I was working for a startup.com in San Francisco,
.com.
2000, when everything was just going crazy out there.
Yeah.
So it was like, it launches every day down the street, South the Market. It was phenomenal time, very exciting. And the conferences room was the pool table when nobody was playing, and the whole crazy vibe. And the BBC was coming to town, and they wanted to interview us as one of the companies that was an up and comer. And I, at the time, was the grown up in the room, being the only one with kind of real world experience and not just this .comer vibe, right? So I actually had to sit down these guys who were brilliant programmers and fantastic, just really smart people and say, okay, tomorrow, wear shoes.
That's
That's
You
right.
gotta wear shoes.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
they started pushing back, and then I realized, you know what? Nope, screw it. Just be yourselves, because that's
Just-
what the BBC wants to see.
Yeah,
This
right.
is,
Do
show
your
it.
thing.
Sleep here tonight. That's okay.
Yep,
Whatever.
right. That's it. I'm not gonna judge. I don't judge.
Yep.
Yeah, no. And it. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
But you know, it's authentic, right? So we're trying to
That's
clean
it,
up
right.
just because BBC is in town. That doesn't seem very.
No, I get it. And you know, and they've earned their rep, and that's cool. And people expect that, right? You're a programmer. They expect you to look like. Well, somewhere it's like a teenager that got stuck and grew up but got stuck. You know, yeah, that's
And
true.
meanwhile, we were cranking out enormous volumes of content. We were
Right,
writing
see,
all the
right.
city stuff for AOLW Cities, which is or AOL
Yep.
Digital Cities. So tons of content coming out. It was this massive machine.
It was
And
Digital
it was
Cities.
working, right? It was Digital Cities. We launched
Digital
100 cities in 6 weeks for that.
Look at that.
So like, film that.
Wow.
That's
And then they got bought, and the whole world changed.
Yeah, everything started to shift to mobile, and you know we saw the mobile shift coming early on, and that was kind of what killed the company actually in a stage way, but it's a whole other story.
So were you from California, or you moved out there
No,
for that position?
I'm from New York, and I
New
moved
York City.
out there with my former husband. He got hired by a software company, and I connected with this content company as a freelance writer.
Okay.
So I went to the first big meetup, and it was about 20 people in the room, and they realized, okay, this chick actually has business
Yeah.
experience, let's promote her. And so it was like every time I went to the office, I'd come home with a promotion or a raise or 2 new people to manage, and you know, it was a pretty heady time. And then we were out there for a couple of years, and then moved to Michigan.
So do you have family in Michigan, or how'd you pick Michigan?
The former
Cool
husband
shape of the state.
got transferred out here to another company.
Okay.
So,
And then been here ever since?
been here for 15 years, 15 years this week.
Wow.
Boom! Look at that.
I'm sorry.
That's a great state,
You
man.
can go live in Ohio if you want
I'm
to.
like, yeah, right. Michigan's a good place.
More
I-
people
would
born in
consider it.
Michigan stay here our whole lives.
I
Well,
mean,
you
look,
you
you
look
want,
at the map, it's
you
because
you
you
want a
have
big
to
city, you can go to
make a
Detroit,
90-degree
you want
turn to
like
get
arts
there.
and stuff, you
It's
go to Ann
intentional.
Arbor, you wanna go up north, you wanna be in the middle of nowhere, it's like
Only place in
all
the country you
here.
have to go south to go
Water,
true.
there's
Yeah, it's too much snow.
her-
I have to tell you, as a person who is getting on in my years, I definitely can say, keep the cold.
I'm the
Yeah.
opposite.
San Diego's looking better every year as it passes. There's no doubt about that.
Really? You like it? You like the cold?
Oh no, I hate the cold,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
you're
would
on
go
the
to San
same page.
Diego,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too. Well, sorry,
Like
I
Southern
don't know why.
California.
San Diego,
I heard San
beautiful.
Francisco when you said San Diego.
And I would want to go to San Francisco.
San Diego
San
is
Francisco,
nice.
you might as well move to
Yeah, no, I don't
Seattle.
wanna, right, no.
San
I would-
Francisco was great though in the .com age, man, it was.
Well, it's still Silicon Valley. It's still like the epicenter of all things techie.
And it was,
You know,
and
it's-
south of Market, there was just this vibe.
Well, that's why you go to
You
San
know,
Diego. San Diego, the whole county becomes oceanfront when it does.
Oh yeah, there you go, that's good.
'Cause it's right, because it is south of the fault. San Diego County line, yeah, it is. San Diego County line is 40 miles.
Real estate investment.
So I picked a triangle.
When half the
then a
state falls
triangle.
into the ocean,
It's
Yeah.
great.
I'm gonna be beachfront.
That's right, I'm going beachfront, baby. Like, I am so sorry, LA, and the 27 million people that take her and that are swimming. Hope you swim well, and thank you for the upgrade of my property. It's fantastic, thank you.
But this is a private
Plant a
beach,
palm
so
tree.
you're gonna
Right,
have to go
right,
someplace
right.
else.
Plant a palm tree. I'm done. Yep, plant a palm tree. Yeah, no, I just love the ridiculously awesome weather. I mean, it's like
Yes.
this,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
and then 72, right, every damn day.
Yeah.
They have 45 days out of the year that's not, and then it's like 5-minute rain. They said
Oh.
drive through rains.
I've never been to California, and
Oh,
but I've heard
crazy
yes,
rabbit,
San Diego
yeah.
I've heard, and then like Northern California just sounds to drive that. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
the
sounds-
highways,
I
whatever
wanna do
it's called.
that
Yeah.
someday.
It's
Mhm.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
With
living
the
up there.
Pacific Coast Highway from LA to San Francisco. It's 11-hour drive, long drive because it's all lane.
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
it'd be. And
Yeah.
aren't those like little
I just
towns
can't
kind of
stand it.
tucked
Yeah.
away
It's
too,
just
so that you.
Yeah, the Midwest is perfect, but I'm more of an East Coast person. I like fast-paced.
Rocks.
Renee's here. She's wired with that East Coast bug in her. But she likes the SoCal scene weather-wise enough to say,
Right.
It's incredible.
New York can never make that happen.
Is there a
No
time
one on
of
the East
year
Coast
that
can
is
deliver that,
best
no matter
to
where you
drive
live.
I went to
that
LA
is not manageable?
when I
LA's
was
different
21,
than San Diego.
and I just
Do it
hated
in
it.
the
different than San
spring or
Diego.
the
You know the band called
summer
Tribal
there,
Quest?
it's really
Yeah, I know
fun.
the
Okay,
Tribal
all right.
band.
So Tribal Quest, right.
Yeah.
So they have a song called
Okay.
I Left My Wallet in El
Yep, El Segundo, yeah.
I literally left my wallet in the back of a taxi in El Segundo.
That's amazing.
Oh, so it's your
Literally.
theme song. Dude, everyone, like, you know, Ally McBeal, everyone's got a theme song. That's your theme song. I left
My
wallet
wife and I
in
were going to a
El Segundo.
concert in,
Do you want me to hang that somewhere or something?
no, it's all right.
Alright. Right
My
on.
wife and I were going to a concert outside of LA,
Mhm.
a long time ago, but when I was 21, and
Back in the day.
I couldn't rent a car, so we were going to take a Greyhound bus from LA out to wherever the concert was. And so the Greyhound station in LA is in South Central. I did not know that at the time. But we took a cab from where we were to the Greyhound station, and I left my wallet in the cab, and it just so happened, like, as we were driving, I heard him, like, get on the radio and talk about going back to the cab station downtown LA
Oh, yeah.
by the mall there. And so I got out and went to go in to pay for my Greyhound tickets, and I noticed that my wallet was gone. And I'm freaking out, and I'm saying to my wife's girlfriend at the time, I was like, I gotta go get my wallet. So I ran outside and I said to the cabbie, I was like, I left my wallet in this cab. I know he's at this cab station. I don't have any money, but if you take me there, I'll give you an extra $20. So he took me there, and the guy was there, and I found my wallet with like $1,000 in the back of this cab, untouched.
Wow.
I tried to give him $50. He wouldn't take it. He thought I was a cop. He thought I was trying to sting him. But
Right on.
and then I went back and found out my wife had been being harassed by this crazy Mexican homeless guy for like the last half an hour, and she was really pissed off at me.
And the $50 didn't do anything.
No, well, the $50. The
I tried
guy,
to then give it to
the
her.
cabbie was like super happy that I found the money, but that I found my wallet, because he was like gonna leave me stranded in LA if I didn't find it. But I
Well,
found
yeah,
it.
I'm surprised you took your bag.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That had been New York.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
right.
screwed.
Sorry, buddy. That's right. Sorry, buddy.
Nothing wrong with New York. A lot of beautiful
Slightly
people
more
there.
aggressive.
Slightly. I had a moment like that. I was on a business trip in London, and my business partner and I hadn't had time to see Buckingham Palace when we were there. But we're in London. We have to do it. So on our way to the airport, we had an hour to kill. So we told the cabbie, "You should just drive around the circle in front. We just want to see it." And he said, "I tell you what, I'll pull over. You get out. You walk around for 20 minutes. I'll just drive around the circle. And I'll pick you up when you're ready." I'm like, "That sounds great." We have our luggage. We left everything in the car. Jumped out. Watched the cabbie drive away. Went, "Oh, damn it. Oh crap." But sure enough, he just drove around for
Yeah.
20 minutes until we were ready.
I would have done the same. I would have totally taken him at his word.
I'll never do it again. But
I have another great.
What? Oh yeah, yeah, we paid for it. Yeah.
I have another great London story, so I went to school in southern England for like a year, and the guy was in a castle that was owned by Queen's University, but the guy who bought the castle for Queen's, his name is Alfred Bader, and he owns like a chemical company. He's worth a couple $100 million or whatever. He's an old guy. He's like 75, 80 when I was, at the time when I was going to school. And he'd come over and he'd spend time at the castle. He had like this suite that he had made up in the castle. He'd just stay there with his wife and stuff. A weird guy. But so I had gone to London to go to the British Museum to see some stuff. And one of my professors and his family were in London, chatting around. So when I got back to the train station to go back to Southern England, I saw my professor there. So we got on the train together. And it just so happened when we got on, we saw Alfred Bader, and he had this package under his arm, this small, like, wrapped up paper package. So we rode back on the train with him and chatted. He was a really nice old guy. And as we were getting off, my professor was like, Alfred, what's in the package? And he was like, oh, this. And he opened up the top. It was like he just bought a Van Gogh in the city. It was carrying it back
Sure.
in a paper package under his
Paper
arm.
bag or there. Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
Just me and my Van Gogh.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Just walking around.
That's crazy.
No security, just a little old man with a paper package under his arm,
Right.
taking public transit.
Yeah.
If he had it chained to his wrist,
Yeah.
it would have been
That's
trouble.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what it's about.
Grabbed it, yeah.
Nonchalance is always your friend.
It's good stuff you're drinking right there. Michigan made.
Mm-hmm.
Beer barrel bourbon. Say that twice. Yeah, that's right. It's say twice, 3 times.
So I talk into
Look at that.
Like it.
See, there you go. And while you're at it, oh my God, while you're at it. Yeah, it's good stuff. Maynard.
easy.
He's like easy. He's like easy.
We got some
Thank you.
celebrating.
Yep.
It's right, 6K now.
You're-
It's their anniversary, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow.
we're hanging with
Happy
us on their
anniversary.
anniversary. You like that, huh?
Best thing about Michigan, right there.
Aww.
Aren't they nice lovebirds? They're so cute. See?
That's not what you're drinking?
No, this is an old fashioned.
Yeah. So old fashioned's got a little vermouth.
It's a little
Yeah, I like
sticky,
it.
but-
It's pretty tasty. Isn't that nice? So that was ranked in the top 50 best bourbons in America for 3 years in a row.
Really?
Yeah, 2012, 13, and 14.
Wow.
Yeah. I drink bourbon. I don't drink much else. Beer, you can keep it. Keep your vodka, whatever. I guess.
I don't do vodka.
Bourbon?
But
Yeah,
See,
I've
I'm
tried
a
about them all.
vodka girl usually, but I've made the switch to
Brought you
whiskey.
around.
You did. Got me off that.
That's right. You stay here close enough. I'll get you all drinking bourbon.
What's the one you drink in the snifter? It's cognac, isn't it?
Cognac
Yeah.
or brandy?
I
Yeah.
love cognac.
Oh my god.
Huge rum
I'm in
cognac.
college, so I sprained my ankle horribly bad, and Sifu, that was his name. Sifu Lee was the name he gave, but, and he's like, you come to my class. I'm like, come to my class. He's no, come to my class. And he gave me this cognac elixir that was like this murky brownish color, and it had 50-year cognac in it and a bunch of herbs, and it was a Chinese medicine thing. And my ankle was swollen like black. It was huge. 3 times a day, rub on ankle, come back in 2 days, you'll be fine. I go, you're
Oh,
freaking
rub
nuts.
it, you didn't drink
Yeah,
it.
no. I'm like, you're nuts. Whatever. So I take it back to my, my condo. So I take it in there with everybody else. I'm like, Lewis, what the fuck is in your bottle? I'm like, Sifu gave this. Who? But the guy that teaches the kung fu shit. Like, oh yeah, all right. So I start rubbing it. Stunk to high heaven. It was horrible. It smelled like the whole night, the whole place of it. By the end of the second day, all the bruising was gone. I could walk full pressure on my ankle, no
Wow,
problem. Yeah, cognac was the basis. So
Something
what
to
did
be
it
said
do?
for Chinese medicine.
I'm telling you, man. And he's like, it's made with cognac. I'm like, what? Cognac. I'm like, what? Don't drink, rub. Drink bad. Rub on the foot. Okay. I'm like, all right. Yeah, cool story with him too. So he was this little, like, maybe a 5'3" little Chinese dude, right? So he brought his dad to the U.S. and his dad was a grandmaster at praying mantis kung fu. So his dad was like 4'11", 190 years old, like old, wrinkled up, just like every old and crunched over, tiny little dude. And he's like, my dad is better than me, right? That's cool. And so his dad goes through the katas, and his dad does these flying kicks. They're like, shut the front door. Holy shit. I was sad, like, wow. But there was a time, so I was in the weight room next door. It's the reason I knew about Sifu. I'm gimping out, whatever. I hear these football players. That's all bullshit. You couldn't handle, and he goes, you, bring 5 friend football helmets, all of you. Football field, tomorrow. And I'm like, what? All right, whatever. Goes out there. In less than 30 seconds, there were 10 guys all sprawled around him, out, not moving. He's looking over all of them. They all signed up for class the next day. He had 10 new students. He beat their ass. It was like, because I went. I'm like this. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. It's on, dude. You guys are still getting your ass kicked. And he's like,
He probably does that once every like 3-4 years.
right, to boost the numbers for his class. Yeah. I was like, Sifu. He goes, come to class. I go, no, I'm too fat. I was like over 500 pounds. He goes, I make you skinny. We do praying mantis every. I was like, no. I picture where that's going, like some crazy, like lift the buckets. Walking like this. So he's whacking on my arms and carrying them out. And I'll pass. It's cool. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah, Sifu.
You paint fence.
Yeah, right, exactly. Pretty much, right. Exactly. Form that, okay, don't beat me with the stick again. You're not allowed to talk, okay? You're not allowed to silence. Yeah, Sifu. Yeah, crazy. Cognac, though. It's the only time I've ever, I'm sorry, that, and then Louis the 16th.
Oh,
I had that once. That's exceptionally expensive, horribly tasty.
Oh, well, that's a
That's
double
my
lose.
summer. That's my summary of that experience. It's $150 per ounce and a half. So Donnie was like, well, I sold this big ass house. Let's go have some of this. We had this crazy big steak dinner. That was enough Go get this, try it. I'm like, dude, I ain't paying that. I am. Alright. Oh, dude, never again. You could keep it. It's horrible.
It was horrible?
Horrible.
Wow.
I
It was like swallowing razor blades.
I thought you said it was horribly tasty.
Oh, no, horrible tasting. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, no. I would never, I would never,
He said horribly tasty.
That's what I thought.
no.
Like an
I would
expensive
never-
habit. Yeah.
It's an acquired thing now.
I would never drink
It's
that
like
again.
bourbon, you can't just-
No, it burnt, it made bourbon like water relative to the burn. It was horrible.
I like cognac and bourbon and all that, like the VSOP and brandy and all that stuff. I like after dinner and stuff.
First-
Port's really good too.
First birthday, we were together.
Now, port is something.
Port is awesome.
What is it, port?
It's like
Port
a
is not regular
wine.
Port is
liquor
genius
or
made.
something.
It's a wine.
I don't really know what it is.
Yeah,
it's,
so
it's
they-
almost like an aperitif. It's
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
There you go. They take a burgundy of your favorite,
Not sophisticated.
they
Spaniards.
stuff it in a barrel with a bunch of brandy.
Give me a beer.
So the Spaniard said, look, we have brandy for days. The Italian said, we have wine for days. Well, I'm going to put my peanut butter in your chocolate. You're going to put your chocolate in my peanut butter. Put a cork on the thing, put it on the shelf, and come back in 5 years, and that's port. And you have a ruby port, and you have the ruby port and the tawny port. Yeah, and so it has a very heavy weight to its flavor, and it's sweet, and that stuff will, a bottle of that will knock the three of you flat on a chair and out of it. Yeah.
All three of you.
Yeah,
We can
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
But you can do it, have faith in all of you, yeah, for sure.
That is
Absolutely,
a
yeah.
challenge.
Porto's good stuff.
Or-
Just thinking about it, my stepmom is a big foodie, so she would go to these restaurants and all that stuff, and I would just grab it off the dessert. Because rather than like a piece of cake or whatever, I would just have like a little thing of pork. And I would just pick one randomly. I don't know anything about them, but they're good.
That's
So,
the way to
yeah.
live, that's the way to experience it.
Right.
Absolutely.
I was hired by a guy who runs an online wine selling company to
There
write
you
an
go.
ebook about Pinot Noirs.
Mhm.
I didn't know anything about Pinot Noirs, and he said, "Oh, just do some research. Here, buy this one, this one, this one, this
There you
one, this
go.
one. Drink them, write about it." Sure enough, it's
Yeah.
the way to experience it.
Naomi.
Yeah, the first time I
I
had
had to do
port.
some serious editing.
College, I was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I just.
just dropping F-bombs in here.
Yeah. Oh boy.
This was unbelievable.
It's the
Right.
perfect example of right drunk, edit sober.
That's right.
Here you go. That's right.
It's like you were telling John earlier, right? You just write everything down and then you go back and edit it.
Carol will tell you that all day long.
Or ideally have somebody else edit it, because you can't edit your own stuff,
Right.
because you think you know what you wrote, and you will read that, and you'll be
Right.
completely wrong.
I do that all the
But
time.
you read it correctly every single time. Yeah.
That's because the voice in your head knows best, or something. Something like that. Sweet.
Well, it's about 9:40. Should we begin?
We probably should be getting, we got,
Getting?
That hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't changed.
4:30.
is it 4:30?
Yeah.
It is 4:30.
You guys going out for a swanky dinner?
Swanky dinners.
Yeah, I don't know, Swanky, we don't have dinner.
Where you guys gonna go?
We don't know yet.
That's the fun of it, yeah?
Yeah.
I think you should have him have a beer if you're driving, and take him to Brewery Becker.
That's where we're going for a beer.
That's
And that's, but before that, go get some chow amici, have a nice Italian steak.
Before that, that'd be
Or
awfully
after?
early.
No? Oh,
We were thinking diamonds.
oh
Love the
diamonds. There,
diamonds.
that's true. Good call.
Main
Yeah,
crossing's
so then
not
go
bad.
from here to the beer then, and then the
Main
diamonds.
crossing, it's right across from.
Because then it won't matter what you eat, you'll be feeling good.
Okay.
You should be like, here's your hamburger.
Sometimes.
This is made with steak. I know it. It's- yep. Yeah, Brewery Becker, he will have a heyday in there.
What is
John's
it?
favorite for the record is like German beer and Brewery Becker. That's all they brew.
Yeah, I don't like
We
any
should
of
do
it.
that.
Oh,
We
they
should
brew.
decide on
I don't like
that.
any
'Cause they don't
of
really
it.
do dinners.
They have
right?
no food there. They have like snacky stuff.
And
You
they
can
said
get
you can take in from other restaurants. You can
I don't know on that with
It
them
says on
if
their
that's.
website.
No, they
Well,
do. 'Cause
yeah, I
we-
don't know for
Tell
sure.
us,
So
right
maybe
Main
I'm
over
wrong.
crossing.
grill, I need a
Main
steak
crossing,
salad.
we would, because I worked there when I was studying for the bar, and we would deliver across the
Alright,
street.
I was gonna say,
It's
yeah.
called main we deliver pizzas or whatever over there.
They are. That's I don't know. Yeah. I know further up the street you can do that at the brewery up there, Eternity Brewing, but
Yeah.
I don't know for sure if they were doing it. But they do have the German sausage thing I told you about, the whole sausage and bun thing. They have those. You can get those. Yeah. So I mean, so if you want to make that kind of a meal out of your dinner, but I don't think you do, because the option of diamonds versus some.
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
Best
Sausage
sausage
stand.
in a bun ever was in that little pop-up market in Vienna on our honeymoon. Salzburg. We kind of did a Bavaria tour, and these little stalls. We walked through the square in the morning. It was just completely empty, and 2 hours later, filled with food vendors. And they had this sausage about that long in this skinny little bun.
That's it.
Always
It's what he does. It's the
mustard.
same stuff. And he has mustard at the bottom, and he just, it's very, innuendo-ish, because he sticks the sausage in his bun and all.
You got that?
With the sausage.
But it's the same one. They import them, Carol.
No, if you
And
like
then we had
sausage, you gotta
just a
go to
bag
this
of
place.
grapes and.
Yeah, they import them. They're fantastic.
Beer Camp, it's a sausage company in Ann Arbor.
That's what she
They
said.
make the best sausage and jerky. And they brew beer, so.
My daughter made venison jerky. Venison jerky is sticks. like
Damn, Bambi, that'll
so
teach her.
good.
How is that?
I've
Is
tried
it good?
I haven't tried it yet.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
Hot sticks are what we usually get.
Yeah, venison's good eats.
Well, you're not really
It gets a
jerky,
bad
but
rap
it's like
because
their
it's
hot
poorly
sticks,
made.
like
They make it bad.
Slim Jim
You
kind
have
of-
it?
Yeah, that's what she makes.
That's the
So
most thing
good.
I ever ate.
So good. We always.
You can
when
get them with like
my wife's
jalapeno,
brothers all
if you
went.
wanted, that, or
There's a place
there's some
um,
sweet, I mean, just depending
in
on what you wanna
Latson,
put in it, but
just north of Latson,
it's the way to do
that
it.
does all the venison jerkies and sausages and stuff. I'll go and get some of their jerky. I'll bring it in.
Crossbow?
But it's always seasonal.
Well,
It's
yeah.
like a month after they kill the Billy and Bambi. They'll grind up and make some sausages or whatever and jerkies. John picked it up, so he should be in route back with our Mexicano Eats essays.
Is Heather lost?
I'm going to Buster.
Try that.
What's up? Dude, try it. It won't trip you too bad, bro. You'll be good.
No, this was smell-o-vision. This would really be enticing. Get the whole internet to it.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
Let's go to that.
That's like meat crack. Sorry, everyone, you didn't get any. Blame him. He only brought like one piece.
There's more right here.
Oh,
Oh, cherry though.
meat crack for you. Meat crack for me. So yeah, I'm gonna like call her. I think that might be smart. There's John.
That's how I used to tell how drunk I was. If my upper lip was numb, then I would know.
My
Gonna be a
girlfriend's
good night.
years ago,
Yeah. My upper lip was
John Paul needs help with the foods. Alright.
I'm going to check it now.
So James, when are the other studio dudes coming? So I think we might miss them.
That would be probably. That's accurate. You guys figure that out. Spencer.
Okay.
Spencer was up till 4:30 in the morning working on stuff. And I got texts at various times. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why aren't you home sleeping? I got stuff to do. I go,
Why
"There
aren't
you
you
go."
sleeping?
Oh, me? Hold on, come on. Yeah. Hello? Are you close? Are you in a black Acura? You just drove by a stop. So do you see a black 300 to your left? Or to your, no, right, sorry. Yeah, so you're in the right building. Firehouse Subs, opposite end of the building.
Stanky leg.
See you in a minute. Bye.
This is way before Stanky Leg.
Okay.
Come on.
Right on, good. She's here. Good, good, good.
It's black and white.
I was through Facebook phone chat once, actually. Worked out pretty good.
But close.
Yeah, so Spencer said he'd be here in time, so I don't, know otherwise. And Will, I don't know. Seriously on that thing, right? So Will is doing multiple editing pieces currently. Spencer works with another guy in Colab, that's who Spencer does all his stuff through. So for those you don't know, so Spencer has a social media digital marketing company, the Modern Marketing Company, right? So he outsources all of his video production through Colab, Scott. Scott has about $150,000 worth of equipment. He's currently negotiating with Lake Trust Credit Union now to handle all of their video production and for their stuff going forward. Lake Trust, just for the record, is about a $400 million company. He has like 8 people in his structure, right? So Scott just recently agreed, says, I'll shoot the whole business squad show with all my professional equipment, because Spencer was dogging my webcam and mic. Like, dude, I bought it, you didn't, shut up. So anyway, he's like, you need something better than that, it's not enough, and I can't see the faces in the back, and no one can, and I'm, all right. So Scott's agreeing to do that. He's gonna come through and shoot this way through and do the whole, and I have no idea how far of what they're gonna do in detail, but they're gonna shoot the whole thing, right? Hi, welcome, hola amigo. And he's like, crunch, crunch, chips, right? He's like, crunch, 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 chips also.
Food, sir.
And thank you. So he's gonna do that stuff for us. Well, my thing with Will was supposed to be here today, and I don't know where Will's at.
Oh, okay.
So, right, so I don't know where Will's at in that space, but it's okay. And Scott just as of last night told me he wanted to do that shoot, and then Spencer was supposed to be here at some point today before everyone leaves. I said you gotta be here before 5 because I can't guarantee anybody post 5 o'clock. So that's that with him, and then Heather just pulled up. Did I miss something? Yeah. Right? Yeah. And then for us, for what we've got going forward and what the plans and what I think we can do. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Heather?
Hello?
Oh my God, you made it.
Hello?
We're gonna send out a search party for you.
I hear voices.
Hi, Heather. Heather, this is everybody else that you don't know.
Hi,
This is
everybody.
Heather.
Oh,
This is our newest member of the
What's
squad that
going
does
on?
admin on demand. Hi.
Hi.
Would you like some bourbon? We have plenty. And there's also Mexican grub in the back. So let's go get you set up.
You guys party around here.
Yeah, we don't
I like
party.
it.
That's how we roll.
Oh, man.
But now I'll get her set up. I'll come back and then I'll cover some of the other stuff that I see us doing going forward. Some of the visionary spaces that Spencer puts it right. You're a visionary. You tell everybody. All right. So momentito por favor. Muchas gracias.
How are you?
Oh, good. Thanks, Brad. All right, come back this way.
It's a cute spot.
Thanks.
Anybody need water?
Nobody comes back on that exit hour, probably.
Okay.
Let the real people do the thing. I'm just a
Ellen, what's your calendar look like?
It depends on where we meet. If we're gonna meet here, we could schedule to do it before a show.
Okay.
Cause you're in Lansing, right?
Isn't somebody
Williamston,
coasting there?
close to it.
I see the rest of that. Is that the old, is that the gym headquarters?
No, that's the
Are you
old train
sticking around
station.
after the show, or are you hitting the road?
I've gotta head home. My kids have a spring picnic thing at
Okay.
school from 6 to 8, so.
So, next week. I'm actually meeting a client here before the show to do a coaching session with them. So that won't work out. I mean, I'm gonna meet with them from like 3 to 4:30, so if you came right at 4:30, we could at least have a few minutes to try to chat. Yeah. Although he mentioned something about starting to, have us pick when we're gonna come, like which shows we're gonna come to, because there's 9 of us or something we said? It's like too many of those.
Next Thursday.
No.
Well, I'm not
No,
coming
just
next
come
week.
in and chit chat.
I'm having surgery on my knee on Friday.
I'm gonna hop over.
Okay. Well, I mean, next Thursday, I'll be here at 3, so.
Yeah, that's some of the stuff we need to cover. And there comes the black
Either-
one.
I mean,
Also nice.
um,
Past guests are on their way in.
I'm gonna, so.
Yeah, the black Barneys.
They're still in the first month with me,
No,
so we're
grab that
at
one.
90 minutes.
It's fine, we're good.
So I'm gonna meet
Yeah,
them
because
at
the
4:30.
Pearsons actually are
I
gonna
can
be
see if
leaving
they
for
can
their,
come, they're coming in the door.
Anniversary
so
dinner.
Anniversary
come at
dinner.
2:30,
yeah.
and then if you come at 4.
You can shuffle, yeah, shuffle around.
Alright,
Yeah.
no worries, we'll shuffle
They
that.
live close to here, so.
Alright, hi Black Corners.
We're walking.
So, old fashions, margarita mix down yonder. Right on. So make yourselves one. These guys are past guests from one of our previous shows, so Jody, you don't know, but
Hi.
they do cybersecurity. They actually have a cyber intelligence firm, and Sarah.
Sarah.
And Sarah.
Hey, you
And,
guys next week, are you gonna be doing anything before we meet at 3? Can we bump it up to 2:30? Would that throw you guys off?
And Heather's the newest member of our squad. She's admin on demand. So everything you need administrative. Her and her army of administrative divas. Professionals.
Let's do 2:30 then.
I like
That'd be
divas.
great.
Yeah, divas, see?
You know,
Divas.
before any alcohol is
And she
imbibed.
drinks bourbon,
Let's
which is focused.
yeah.
Alright, so we have
clarify that.
beer barrel, sorry, beer barrel bourbon. We have some bullet, and we have Biv and
At
Tucker.
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock
What
first.
do you want?
Is that
And then we
okay?
have the
Yeah,
monkey.
I've never
monkey
had
gold
beer.
fishes.
Yeah, I
Never had beer
before,
barrel.
yeah, you're right.
Beer barrel?
Beer
Beer
barrel.
So it's made in Michigan.
right?
on
Yeah, I
the-
saw New Holland out
Yep.
there.
the West Sider.
Did you
Thank
and
you.
Kate get in touch finally?
No, I played ping pong ball with her twice, and nothing. So she's probably running schools and chasing kids.
Yeah, I talked to her yesterday.
So-
She said she'd been playing some.
Yeah, and she buzzed me and nothing moved forward. So
Yeah.
I'll wait for the rest of the squatters to take a seat, and then we'll go over the 40,000-foot game plan. And I'll tell you what I got cooking for everybody. Where I see our future. I use that one. Okay, good. I'll put that simply. Who cares?
These are cool.
Jump down from dead people.
What?
His sister and brother-in-law to be has an estate business,
Mhm.
and they were doing to one of the estates in Jersey. Those are really cool. Let's just take them.
Hmm.
Oh, so it became part of our story.
Nice.
So Papa Squat. Who else are we missing, right?
Benjamin is in his office.
Counselor, come hither, forthwith. And this would be who's that squealing in here?
Well, next door is probably gonna be doing a fair bit of business.
That's probably a safe statement. We got a good chunk of pop in the back trunk, like we're letting minions out. Bam. We should crawl out to the back trunk like a ninja. I don't know, that was all kind of bananas. Right on. Don't judge. Smile.
So what did I miss?
Nothing yet. I'm waiting for the counselor.
Swapping stories.
Was
Tons,
anything
you missed
good?
tons.
I mean, I want the juice.
You know,
Just the juice.
it was all pretty above board. Nobody was taking too many risks.
Yeah.
No nakedness.
We barely said fuck, at least maybe twice. Because it's because of Jody, because we're trying to keep a good
Yeah,
image.
we are trying to keep it up,
You know,
She is like the professional grown-up.
Yeah.
Younger
She's
than me.
not
Just
dropping
let
F-bombs
that.
yet.
I think she's probably younger than me. She's like the
Yeah,
professional.
there's
grown-up.
no.
She is the youngest one here.
No F-bombs. You know what it is?
No.
I'm gonna play
Ben's younger
anyways.
than me.
'Cause I
Well,
can't.
yeah, back next
younger
year.
than
Heather,
everybody.
I think you and Heather are the same age, I think.
You gotta just bring it
Right.
down.
I think so,
There you go.
if I recall.
So
I'm
it's
gonna
not.
say.
It's not,
It's
doesn't
okay,
get the
no one's
light,
gonna look,
doesn't get
dude,
the light
whatever.
from
You're
above.
just a
Dude,
young
I'm
papa.
just
How
telling
it
you.
looks.
I'm
All
gonna
this.
just
He's got a
look
plan.
at this gap here.
It's
It's
very
bothering me. Sorry.
Okay.
Don't
OCD.
judge
ya.
I want to see my brother's band play on Sunday at the Waterville Festival in Ann Arbor.
What kind of music?
He plays with a band called Root Stamp, so they play like
Old time
grassroots rock.
How music just suits you.
And he has his own band that plays.
I figured
rock
Spence would be here by now.
American awesome.
I'm taking too, because.
But all of his bandmates call me Paul's older brother. Paul's big brother. Let's look at Paul's big brother, and I'm like, he's 5 years older than I am. You guys
Oh my
suck.
God.
So, yeah. It's probably the fact that he has no kids and I have 3 kids.
It ages you.
me.
That shit ages you.
You
I
find
feel-
yourself saying,
Yeah.
you did this to me. You
Yeah.
suck the life
My
out
soul.
of me.
My soul.
Yeah.
You suck.
I love that
They
commercial.
suck more than life out
Trying
of
to,
you. I
guy
found
trying
out
to
my-
sound like his dad or trying to say, "Don't make me come back there." Ooh, that sounded pretty good.
My
It sounded
oldest
like
son
my
needs
dad.
braces. So I
Wow.
told him last night that his braces are going to cost him his trip to Disney World, but that's all right.
Oh, that's terrible.
Horrible! That is horrible! Doing his head, he's like, hey, I'm to Disney World. What's horrible?
Can I just go to Disney World and back in
She needs to be shot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do that now versus, well,
Who?
oh, yeah, okay.
Me?
No, everyone else has done camera time. Heather's the last one standing.
You just got here and apparently you have plans to murder me. Have to get shot?
No, yeah.
That sounds awful.
Oh, yeah. We only do that on Thursdays. So we do that on Thursdays.
It's
So
like
obviously it's not
initiation.
permanent. Yeah. Oh, council.
I'm Ben.
Heather,
Nice to meet you.
Come on in, Ben.
I gotta talk to the Blackburns about some stuff real quick.
How
Before we
about they
start
can take
inviting
5
too
minutes and
much.
then have food?
Oh, you want to do? Okay.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah,
Okay.
they can
Sorry.
chill, man. They can drink booze.
No, I got it.
Yeah, he wants to talk business.
The squad sit down. Yeah, and then you can do whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Hi, squad.
That's right. Hello, official squad. Just in a quick short, though, we are missing the CPA unit, which I mentioned to you. So we
Yeah, I
rescued.
guess too, but the ones that we were thinking of aren't gonna fit the bill.
It's okay. That's fine.
Okay.
So here's what we're looking for. I'd like to find a female CPA, mid-career or new, to be part of the squad. Because much further past that, they have their preconceived notions of what they should be doing or how their business is going to work or what the model would be, X, whatever. right? So if they're too far down the pipe, I
So
don't
get
know.
them while they're vulnerable.
Well, I guess, right?
We use that.
I guess, right, and, so that's what I'd like to look for us to fill the last piece of our unit, right? So the idea is, and which I think you guys all are on board with this, is the fact that in the industry going forward, you can see the trends going with entrepreneurs, 1099 economy, the gig economy, there's a lot of names for it. And it is the ongoing trend going forward if you look at big businesses and their lack of hiring and how they're actually changing their models, and even the mid-tiers are outsourcing segments of their space. So my goal is to get us in different units of that space to take and get leads for us, right? To work our individual disciplines as we do them. I'd like to see us all obviously cross-pollinate as we have other clients refer our existing clients, or what other sources of clients come in. We start crossing that all over. Spencer is doing a complete redesign of our website as part of the studio thing, which I'll talk about in a minute. So he's doing a complete redesign and driving it specifically towards content. So that means that all of you in this room are responsible for producing content. I need written blog content out of you. I don't need excuses, and it's really easy to do. RSS feed that shit and give your opinion about stuff in your industry relative to business owners off your RSS feed. That's the easiest way. You do other things after that, whatever. That's the easiest way to get a regular recurring content piece to be entered on the blog. The blog has been moved and merged with the website. I didn't know they're supposed to be together. Spencer lectured me at depth that they are. I didn't know. Now they are. They weren't. So that's fixed. He's also done an actual full web design. So where I did it, as you've seen it, he actually has a set layup of design. He's mapped it out. So everything is going to be driven off of our combination of our, well, he's got a couple of different segments done. So the live content, written content, and it needs to be driven in that space, right? So that's the whole
Professionally.
That, exactly right.
Engineer.
Exactly right.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
So is he taking what's already there?
Correct.
Because I scheduled 2 posts today.
Yeah, good.
So, but they're not live yet, so.
Yeah, that's
they
no worries. He'll pull it all over.
automatically moved over?
But yeah, that stuff's not going to get buttoned as done until sometime the end of next week.
Okay.
Yeah, he
wanted
is
to make
just
sure
now
that
building
wasn't
the
lost.
framework, because we're working out how the flow is going to work, and when it works out in final, 3 pieces per day will come out of the blog or out of the website, posted into cyberspace. So that means the business squad will be generating 3 pieces of content to the Google search engines every single day. His past experience has been that will move us into the I'm uncomfortable with my leads amount of business. I said, bring it, I accept your challenge. Competitively, just so you know, in our space, the only 2, well, there's 3 companies that do what we do, and of the 3 that do what we do in our space, they are not in Michigan, right? So our story is we're entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, right? So there's nobody in Michigan that has that story, let alone. You have ADP, Paychecks, which they don't do even full of everything we do. They have holes, each one, and you have Tryon Benefits is the next level down, who does everything we do. Tryon Benefits, though, only owns companies with 500,000 plus membership and up, right? So they proposition, fire your whole HR staff, fire your whole everybody staff. You don't need them, we'll do it.
Well, their commercials, you know, some of the testimonials that you hear on their commercials are, you know, dentist office or stuff like that. So I don't know, you know, I guess maybe their focus is to higher up, but they're kind of like a direct competitor, wouldn't you say? Or?
Well, they're not direct.
Okay.
Right, they're not direct, but
Okay.
because they're working in that tier of mid-tier client we're not pursuing at this time, right?
Right.
So that's the commercial end. So everything
Are they
that
a PEO or?
no,
No, they're not. Okay.
they're what we are.
Okay. All
That's
right.
it. But we want to be honest. But they're working at that level. So the 2-tier approach is all of our website content stuff that we write will be driven to go after whoever finds us for what they're searching for, right? Relative to that. But the second tier of our marketing strategy that I'm working to put together with myself and what I know what we do is the other tier is the association space, right? So Renee's experience in it, yours, stuff, and I know that there's a huge gap of service being delivered with what we could bring to the table. And like I talked to you with even like a drive-by questions, I think we can develop a packaged model that is sellable to everybody in the association, much like you already do today, but to all these different associations. I'm firmly convinced that I've talked to Bob Doyle of the manufacturing one, yesterday? Yesterday. I think yesterday or Tuesday. Anyway, but.
So not Bob Dole, but Bob Dole.
Bob Doyle, yeah. Yeah, no.
You're getting old.
Right, yeah. So at any rate, that model is a deliverable model. So I wanna also work on developing something into that space because I know there's huge potential there. So there's our two prongs going out, actively an active marketing approach.
Well, we're the only ones in the area that are marketing that way too.
We're
right?
in, as far as I'm aware of, that brings a full service space like that. I think they get one-offs in different parts, like someone says, we specialize in payroll for associations, or we specialize in this for whoever, but they don't get a cohesive answer. So that means they have the same problem that the private enterprise has. I have to now manage your relationship, your relationship, your relationship, your relationship, your relationship, yours. Shit. I'm trying to run my membership, grow it, create leadership programs, content. I can't manage all this stuff. So these fail, right? It's a fail. Happens. You can go to every entrepreneur, it's a fail. They fail it because they have all these balls to juggle and they're still trying to do what they're supposed to do, right? So that's the squad push for the marketing side that I see us doing, right? All right.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So so you mentioned 3 pushes out a day, so maybe I missed
Yep.
it, but how
How and what
much
they are.
content do you need from us on a weekly basis? One
So,
thing, 2 things, 7 things?
Two things per month. So
Two per
2
month.
blog posts per month.
Oh, I thought it was every week.
I thought it was
No.
once a week.
No, 2 blog
No,
posts.
because we got all the other stuff all together, like
That's
the
correct.
vignettes from the show and stuff like that.
The podcast.
All that stuff adds
Oh,
up.
I certainly.
So it's
So
less
it's
of
just
a
2 a
burden,
month.
right?
Oh,
But I mean,
okay.
but 2 a month, and I'm guilty. I'm the guilty one,
Yeah,
right?
guilty.
But I'm the guilty one. But God forbid I can't do two a month. If I can't do 2 a month, you got to take somebody
Well,
else.
I think that there's Spencer is still gonna finalize a calendar, right?
He's already got it done.
So there's a calendar, right? That
That's
says
well,
what
right.
months
There's
that
a,
will
so,
be shown.
but at the end of the day, it's every other week. Expect to get one done, however it goes. He's cool if you do all of them for the month based on the themes, right? So we do a theme. We drive it all to the theme. All your writing to the theme, whatever per your discipline per month. That's ideally the way we'd like to see it done. If you can do them all up front, win. Because he's just going to preload them all, and it's all going to launch out in an automated fashion.
So we're gonna be sending the stuff to him rather than
Eventually,
putting
yep,
it into
that's correct.
WordPress.
That's correct.
Okay.
No more WordPress.
Alright.
WordPress will be gone by 1st of June or sometime in May, whenever we go live with the new
So
site.
you'll let us know when that happens,
Yep,
so
Yep,
contact
he
can
or
just
Spencer
push to
will,
him.
yep. I will or Spencer, yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And then that'll be our push for all of that. And then all of our YouTube content, when we shoot the live show, will be broken into the Pulse, and then the Good, the Bad, and the Squad, right? So those are 2 segments from the live show, plus in the rundown. So technically the rundown will still be an active content push out, right? So if everybody's doing 2 times 9 when we're full throttle, that's 18 content written pieces, plus every week produces 3 pieces, right? So you're talking 3, 12 plus 18 is 30. And then, and then the podcast of everything that we do will also be a content push out.
Plus a complete show too, right?
Right, plus
so it's
a
really
show, right.
4 for
Yeah,
each
well, he said
service.
it's 2 to 3 per day per month. So it's
Right.
like, so you're 40 to 60 pieces being pushed out a month of something that's new content
Right.
to Google. Which he's like, man, you guys are gonna be. I accept your challenge. I got 9 people waiting to like kick it out. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
You know, right? So it's good. So that's that. And then the association space, I'm gonna work with Renee. She's got a book, and we're gonna sales strategy for her business, which will give me exposure to all the associations as I talk to them and drive through that space. So I'm gonna fish, obviously, for us at the same time I'm fishing for Renee. So that's all of that. So let's talk about the studio. So Cockabilly Studios designed, Cockabilly Studios West, whatnot, is designed to actually handle the marketing content that we're gonna do going forward. So that it actually become a separate fishing unit, if you will, to find other entrepreneurs that will bring them in and might lead them to the squad. So I'll give you an example of a guy that I talked to yesterday. He wants 15 vignettes designed. He has no idea as far as like how it should be a flow, conversation, written word, right? Like Lee's not here either, which I'm bummed about. But written word, things like that. So that whole space, he needs that designed, then shot, then produced, what have you. Lee? Sorry, yeah. So those you don't know, back it up. Lee Elms, as of last Friday, agreed to work with us. He's a Hollywood screenwriter actually before he moved here. He's got a bunch of scripts he sold, and he still sells them now. And does Hallmark scripts that he sells now to make money. Never somebody you want to go see a movie with, but excluding
No,
that.
he ruins it. He ruins it.
John's like, it sucks. It's
Now I
horrible."
can't watch a movie and it's like, okay, that's how it works.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Crap.
So at any rate, he
Don't
agreed
watch
to,
the soft
to pitch
TV.
into the endeavor on the
Yeah.
studio side. So Lee's gonna be part of the studio side space, as well as I believe Scott also is gonna help for the studio side space for us as well. And then that'll be that whole unit, and that unit's intention is to go out, even if it grows on its own, it'll go and shoot entrepreneurial content that Lee Amber comes up with, right? Come up with, that'll all feed into the Business Squad's channel. So the idea is to use the channel. So it's more content on the channel, more content creates more views. More views create better awareness, more awareness creates more activity, right? So that's the circle that all this is tied in to do.
Plus, isn't eventually this like we're gonna be able to utilize the studio stuff to make our own like
Absolutely, yeah.
training
So,
content?
yeah,
or
for,
what's
absolutely
working
right.
kind of thing?
No, absolutely right. Yeah, for sure. The studio
So
will be
it's
on,
part
on
of
tap
that.
for that. That's part of the deal with Scott was that he would help the squad members, right?
Right.
So yeah, no, he's at your demand to do film your individual content, which will be on the channel. That's correct. Yep, that's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
That could help.
So
you
now I
with
don't
your
know
project,
though
right?
where
Yeah.
that's gonna fit with the will stuff yet,
Okay.
right? So I've gotten this like a Scott thing happened last night, and
Right.
so I've got some overlap issues I gotta figure out.
Well, you can tell
between
how
those
it's
two.
working is Scott and Spencer are working for space, is what they're doing. They're
Correct. So
for office
technically
space here.
speaking, Coca Pelli is fronting them what we would normally get $1,000
Right.
for a month, right? So I could go rent the space out, but we're basically fronting that for $1,000 a month. So as squad members, I have not asked you guys for much of anything on an onward basis, right? And I'm gonna let that go for a little while longer to get traction further down the pipes. But at some point, we have to figure out however that's gonna work. I don't know. And
Well, potentially when
and
there's,
if
when we
it's
have a
fine
flow,
for us,
a contribution to the space.
well, right, well, if
I
it's
think-
fine for us even, I don't even know, that's what I mean, we'll figure it out, right? If it's dying and it won't work, and I don't know, I'm not worried about the moment. The other end of it is, these entities will build brand value, okay, they will build it. So my intention is all of you that are in this room, plus whoever the mystery accountant person is, right, will be part of the business squad as a business entity. I haven't got figured out how the equity sharing systems are gonna work yet, but you all will be equity holding members of that. You're thinking how to make money, I'll give you an example. If I write a book and I put my book on it, it's the business squad book. That revenue I'm gonna share with the business squad. You all wanna write your own individual books, right? As business squad members, well, as the world of HR or whatever, right? Your own books, then we brand it, the idea being it's a shared revenue space. That's not necessary as much as I know that the YouTube channel alone, if driven to the level that I think
Right.
it can become, will alone generate revenue.
Right.
So my intention is that everybody gets a cut of whatever comes out of the channel, plus whatever else may happen to fall into the blended space for all of us. So I'm gonna set it up as an equity share, create an actual company, set the company name, all that stuff officially. And I'm do the same for the studio, for everyone involved in the studio space.
That's separate though.
But that's separate, right, that's correct.
There is potential down the line to.
Well, there's tons of stuff. What if you get speaking
create
engagement,
video or
right?
something like
We want to
that.
pay. We want to talk to you guys in the business squad. Come out and talk to us. Here we come, Yahoo motherfuckers. Phew! Right. So that's an example of one thing that can come of this. Right. So yeah, absolutely there is. Or this whole process ends up getting picked up in syndication, like by a bigger channel, like a Fox or somebody or whoever, some business channel that picks it up. There's a you guys don't know Sandy Matthew. I don't think you guys do, but Sandy and Al have a pool company. It's called The Pool Guy, and they did this pilot run. And they, well, you know about this, Carol, and yeah, and they're on board to get picked up, from my understanding, for an actual show, right? So that is another thing that could develop out of this. So my point is, have it done now, before our value is in place, and there's fighting, and there's problems, and there's whatever. We all have a set understanding where our position is. There's no squabbling.
That's all gravy though, I mean,
Well, that's it.
the
That's
goal
correct.
here is to get that, uncomfortable lead position, right, that you just
Yeah.
mentioned, where we have so many leads that we start to
Sure
look for
thing.
help to manage them, you know.
Yeah,
So-
and I don't
and I
think,
think that using the same business squad as an entity allows us to, oh, we've got too many leads coming in, okay, we can hire a secretary, and if money needs to come in.
Hey, we've
No,
got
we
somebody to
don't.
help us with that.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
an
You don't have to
example, like,
hire
I know
them.
it, I'm just, an example, like, so,
Yeah.
if the business squad needs to hire somebody, then we have an entity that pays it, so it's not Coca-Cola.
Well, I'd even
Right.
argue
Right.
one further is that
Okay.
every individual slot, as you guys develop demand, based on your revenue, the squad helps offset your cost and help, right?
Right.
So I need 3 legal aids. All right, everybody, let's put in like all this because
Right.
we took in this case or you know that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right, but we have all that because it will be spelled out in the beginning, and everyone will understand the role of the system.
And I also
So if
think-
anyone's object to this plan, speak up now.
Leave.
Right, and pretty much that's kind of right. Yeah, pretty much.
Or
And
just
I-
call-
I don't know, I gotta sleep on it.
Or just call James afterwards, right? You're not gonna stay
Hey,
right?
how you doing?
Good, you?
Good, sir. Hey, this is Scott. Scott, is
Scott.
Spencer with you?
No, he said it'll be around 5 though. So
Okay, right
pretty
on.
soon.
This is Scott, the guy I referred to you about that we do all our video production.
Hello,
on.
Scott. I think we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the business squad.
Great.
So you're looking at them.
Yeah.
And that, there are our clients, Blackborn Worldwide, cybersecurity experts
Yep.
at large, and Master of Sarah. And this is Carol, our words girl. She does all our content editing work for us and our
And
written
you'll be
word,
working
right?
with her.
And you'll be working with her under the studio space. That's correct. Yeah.
Good to meet you all.
Is this exciting, guys?
There's Mexican grub in the back.
I
We'll
think
grab a
this
plate
is,
and go eat. Seriously.
I
Yeah,
think
go
that-
sit, and we'll be like,
Right.
we'll be 5 about to wrap up.
James is driving this and it's awesome, but you know, I'm just so excited to get, you know, really get this traction going and rolling and you know, establishing the authority in the area because it's real possible. And Lee was the guy that was talking about that this area doesn't have that authority in the area that we can be. And once you get that spot, you know, if you manage it right, you don't get knocked out of it too easily. You know, and then
And one of the
you can really grow from there. So no, it's all right. I'm just kind of feeling good.
That's good.
Another bourbon, I'll be great.
The other thing that I was thinking, so A, right? So when you have the equity agreement, I'll throw it together and I'll have like there'll be stuff to
Just
hash out
toss
or
it.
whatever.
Oh yeah, we got somebody. We'll call on the business squad to help us set this up.
Sure, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Well, that's
Who's gonna vet you?
well, I don't know. You'll get to see when I put the contract together. But one thing that I think of is how legal services fit in because I don't think it comes in a lot in most of these agencies and there's issues. And I also think that a lot of us have overlap with each other. Like you two have overlap. And I think that it would be helpful if we sat down. So I was saying to Jane, we
Yeah,
do
strategy
Saturday,
session, yeah,
and we
for
sit
sure.
down
Yeah,
and we
grab
hash
your
out
calendars and
logistics.
let's figure this out.
We say like, okay,
Right.
this is what the partnership agreement looks like, and we say, okay, this is how you and I
Yeah, the
come
roles,
together
right?
to make an employee handbook because you can have legal, and this is like how it works, and this is insurance work, and this is how like we all intersect with each other, and
Pre-agreed, you know,
works.
so
Well,
that
right.
so that we have a fresh client that
Yep.
that approaches the business squad, not as brought in, you know, from an individual relationship, but comes to the business squad. This is how you know we refer out the needs.
right. Because
Okay.
eventually, I think there might be opportunities where we want to not just get revenue from the squad marketing, but get revenue from somebody who hires a squad to do this,
Right.
and this is what it looks like. And I don't know if that's
Or
coming
as you
or
said, like
not,
training and
but
speaking. I mean, there's
Oh, there's tons of
a
opportunities
lot
and stuff that will
of money
come.
to be had in that space too. And to
sure.
have,
Right.
if you're planning an event and you have to line up, 15 speakers for a 2-day event, and we say we can bring 9 right now, and here's all the
There you
disciplines.
go.
Like that's huge.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that
correct.
would be huge.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So we have to polish up a little bit our.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but
Wear
the-
your best
Our
for the right
content.
stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Request a skirted table, so you're like,
Oh,
Right.
oh, we get to sit down?
No.
Awesome. Because if I have to
No.
stand and
That was
walk
like-
around, I'm done, you know.
yeah.
But right, that's exactly right, and all that is potential stuff that will develop from this. I know it will just because the drive by, well, like how you found out about us, that kind of deal from referral from another person, and it's just one of those things.
It's
as we
starting to
go-
make noise out there.
But that's
It really
right.
is.
And as we further push out further and further, the ebbs and flows will travel. And as we keep driving, and we're driving that volume of content out, we will get noticed.
So let me ask you though, is Spencer gonna be helping like push some of this content back into
There's no help,
everybody's?
that's what he does.
But push it back into everybody
No,
else's
no,
social
no.
media streams or anything
That,
like that?
I
No?
think that
Okay.
is one of the logistical questions that we need
Yeah.
to talk about
Yeah.
because some of us might want it back. I mean, I think it's just something we need to hash out.
I
And
know,
it
but that's
doesn't
not
matter,
part of the
but-
agreement. I tell you, no, that's a no. You're responsible for your own network. He's building a distribution system for the business squad, and it will have its own entity for distribution
Well,
out.
maybe he could do
No,
a
I
little tutorial
understand
lesson,
that.
like how
Well,
to,
hang
how
on,
we
I
can
think-
manage it is, efficiently and get that stuff out,
So
I
he's
just
not-
don't. I don't think it's. I don't think we're talking about the same thing. So I just think we need
Okay.
to hash. It's just something to hash out. Like not now necessarily, but like that's the question, right? Because my goal, like that's, I think most of us are not in the business squad for the revenue. We're in it to get business for us.
Sure,
And so
absolutely.
that's why we need to figure out how this works. Like, are they kicking it back to? Does the business squad kick it back to us? Do we have work?
Well,
I'm just
think-
how
thinking,
does it
but
work?
you know what I'm thinking, I'm just thinking about what a tremendous market it is if everybody's social network was to start getting, a steady flow of this kind of information.
Right,
Or
but the-
their LinkedIn at least, or
Oh,
something
but
like that, you know.
but the thing is with that, there's 9 individuals eventually, right, involved in the whole process. And as it's set down now, that is not something that he's gonna oversee, period. That's it.
Okay.
Right.
That's it, period. You're gonna do it yourself or not, period.
We could get access to.
You get all the
the
content,
Right, I see what
and
you're
saying.
then
The
we
content.
could
Yeah,
ship
that's
it
what I think
you
we
have
need
all
to
the
do.
content,
Yeah.
you just have to push it yourselves.
Right. I
That's
think
it.
that's
Maybe we
what-
could have a little, instead of having the
By the same
weekly,
token, you could probably hire Spencer yourself
Mhm.
to push some of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Would that be okay with you?
I think Spencer would happily take whatever money you gave
I'm
him, I'm
sure,
gonna guess,
right.
right, Scott? You're right, yeah, right.
Well,
but
then,
we
yeah,
could do
I'm
like a
saying
study
one.
group, you know what I mean? We get together every Monday and go, all right, let's get our stuff out,
I really
schedule
don't-
it for the week.
You're way
I'm teasing.
complicating something, so
Yeah.
if it's all bundled and done, it's copy links.
You just share.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Copy links. and
Like
share.
4 clicks, you're done.
For you.
For you, for anyone,
you,
I do the
for
same
you,
process.
4
I
clicks for
hear
you.
you.
Yeah, well, you,
Like I do the
you,
same
you,
process.
you dismiss this as so simple, and it's like, and Ben, you shared, making this little video. Okay, it takes James,
Yeah,
20 minutes. It takes, and me, 3 days, and it doesn't get done. Ben, maybe 7 hours. He says.
Yeah, the other thing I
4
think
hours,
that
could be 7
There's
minutes.
a
the
different
business
learning
squad
curve for
entity
everybody.
at the top level, right now we kind of view everything as an a la carte system, right? It's an a la carte system, so if you bring on a
Sure.
client and choosing which service they want to use, at some point there will be a case where you bring on a client that wants to use everything across the board, and to make it easy, you need to have some sort of, we need to
Well, that's a
figure out
logistics
how
question,
put
but
that
that
algorithm
logistics
in the box
Saturday.
Right.
level
Got
of
that
pricing
right?
works.
Sorry, we put in the box and the silver. That's
Pricing
exactly right.
and communication.
Right.
That's right,
Yeah,
that's correct.
I honestly think communication is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's where we, and because
That's
that's
correct.
That's,
Yeah.
well, that's what we're selling is our competitive
You're all quiet on
advantage.
this. You
So
with this?
talk
You
to
good?
each other. So we better.
Well, do we already have? Maybe I'm just so out of touch, but do we already have like a group where we can all like communicate and post stuff or whatever?
We have a private.
We already have that.
All right, see, I'm just asking because I'm just not a big. I mean, I don't think I've ever posted on Facebook.
You can set it up so that it can send you a
But
email.
I didn't just send it for message.
Yeah.
but I just
Messages
sent
on
it
posted in there.
Okay.
You can.
I know that it's possible. You just have to.
kids can help you, John.
They,
Ah, boom.
Hey Spencer, just buy your
Boom! That's
buy
right, your
kids
son's
a
a
six-pack
good.
of beer and be like,
I
show
know,
them
I know, I know. Well, how they would,
Right.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, I'm intimidated by it. I am. I've been,
It's tough.
I could send my
And
8-year-old son over and figure it out.
Yeah.
To help her figure it
But
out.
I understand it, and then I can just show me, and then I still go, okay, I'm gonna screw something up, and I'm gonna send something out there, and I'm gonna look like a boob, and it'll be out there
It's
forever,
our fault, because like I felt
Yeah.
horrible. So my grandma was like, "You
Dude,
gotta fix it
yeah,
on my
yes.
laptop. You gotta fix it on my laptop." I went to look at it yesterday, and she had the mute button on, and I couldn't help but laugh. It wasn't a big deal, but I think about it now, and it's like, well, I laughed at her for not knowing something. How
You know when I
she
used
was
to do
doing
software
it.
support,
Like,
the best thing I ever had was someone called in to help loading software on their computer. And I said, okay, well, open your CD-ROM, load the CD, and they said, you don't even need the coffee holder? Yeah, like so this guy that I was
Right.
talking to literally put his cup of coffee into his CD.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any. That's why.
Yeah.
It's
It's
funny.
illiterate in this society, you know, those things.
You're not my friend, Jody. You don't like me.
Well, I don't wanna be the one that's left behind like that, so I gotta learn this, but
I'll love it, John. I'll just come over.
Yeah.
So that's
But here's
So,
it,
like some music.
but it's not,
It's
it's
not
not
friend.
that I can't get it technically. Psychologically, I
Like
gotta
some
be
dude that's
blocked
not
that,
you.
that if I put it out there,
But I'll
it's
take
gonna
it.
be, I'm gonna miss them.
SCHA.
You know, miss the
Psychological.
comma.
Yeah, right, I say on before, right, yeah.
She'll call you to change the light
Let me
bulb,
change
my
your
friend.
light bulb.
So here,
Yeah.
Because it's not just knowing that you need the light
Yeah,
bulb
right.
changed, it's knowing
Alright, you
which
know what,
light
we'll
bulb
do
is
that.
gonna fit in.
Spencer, hey, glad you could make it.
So is
We
it
talked all about you, Spencer,
Is it,
yours.
We talk all about Levi.
Is it realistic to
So
decide
Spencer's
on
here too.
Saturdays?
We need
Now?
to, we
Or
better.
do we need
Yeah, we know, we
We're
need to
gonna
know
have
everyone's
to
here.
plan it out
Well, if it's not
several
realistic
weeks.
to do it now,
No,
like,
let's
go
do
on
why
our
everyone's here.
schedules.
There's no.
Does everybody have their schedules and the ability to commit to one?
Really?
I'm just checking. I gotta grab my
Ben's
phone.
gotta get his book.
If people can't decide now, we can do an email chain. I just wanna.
Well, how many hours on
Let's
Saturday?
do it now.
Let's do that.
It's till it's done, so don't schedule anything else. Do one day till it's done, however long it takes. Heather's like, I'm quiet, I'm drinking.
I walk into my office.
We're-
Have you seen this? Renee is on the front cover. of
That's
all of
because
this-
Renee
yes.
is what?
Renee is fucking awesome.
That's right.
We were here late
Renee
last
is
night
fucking awesome.
figuring out how to market Renee, and James comes up with this tagline, which was like bandied around for an hour and a half last night. Renee was the brunt of so many jokes. And now she's giving me meme material, so I can just scan it in and do whatever.
That's right.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think that there's
Learning with a passion, I love
yeah,
that one.
there's a room up
Sure,
here for
it's
a
my
comment
girl.
bubble.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
my
Yeah.
girl and all her badassness.
Yeah, there we go.
Awesome.
Alright, I gotta go find comment bubbles now.
So the request
One
is
day,
sent
the
to
bu-
you.
one day the
So-
business squad will be on a magazine
Hold
like
on,
that.
I'll shake hands somebody.
Right.
All right, random. Look, random friend, we were
Don't be
friends,
asking to
but
be friends and then I can't.
but
say
Jody
that.
says you can't be friends, so you're gone.
I thought you were gonna think I was lying when I said I tried to confirm and it wouldn't
No,
let me, but
no
it does.
friends for you. All right, hold on.
So,
Grab the closest
pick a
person.
Saturday.
Oh my god, my Saturday situation for all of May and all
You
of
have been
June
unfriended.
is
Alright.
Is it rough?
Is there a better
Yes.
Friends,
day?
wow.
Are we looking at like a half a
See
day, like
ya.
a morning, like
I mean,
4 hours, or are we talking about an
you-
entire day?
So you're the person who does this stuff, right? So if we need to sit down and figure all this out, how long do you think it's gonna take?
Wow, that depends on how much we're doing ahead
Really?
of time
I
and what
haven't-
exactly it is that we're trying to cover.
Well, I think
And-
Oh,
we
okay,
don't
good.
really know that.
So let's go. Right.
I think it's kind of
So-
open-ended, because it's a discussion about, like, you know, what does each person really want to
Honestly,
glean from the
I
squad?
know you want to pin this down to 3 or 4 hours. I don't know if it's so. Let's do that. But then assumption being is that it may have to be then another Saturday immediately after.
I'm just
You
saying
follow
that,
me? Because I don't know how long it will take
Right,
us.
I understand, but I'm just saying, the reality of life with kids
It's
is
not
that
what you expect. I
you
get it.
can't, like, coming to, I mean, you're backing me up, please.
Oh, you're
A
yeah.
full Saturday, you're gonna have to look at August
And you know
before
what?
I have a
Frankly,
full Saturday
it's
with
probably-
nothing on
You're
it.
in.
It's just,
Well,
It's
then,
probably better to break
So let's
it
do
up
Sunday.
days, because let's
Sunday
probably better
works
because let's
even
say
better.
we do like a
That
3 or
works
4 hour
better.
session.
I'm fine with Sunday. If
And
everyone
then
else
next
is.
week we do one.
Guys,
and
speak
then
up.
in between
Well,
that week,
yeah.
we'll have homework.
Well then,
but I don't work on Sunday.
well,
So take a Monday off.
it's the Sabbath.
Well, I guess
Sundays are
that's-
great, just make sure that they're not playing the ball.
Throw some
game.
days out,
You know.
Alan.
All right, well, we have the 8th, but I think that's a little too soon. How about
Oh,
the 15th?
no, I don't have any weekend days in May. I don't. I have
Okay.
I already have
Do
shit.
we want to try? Well, here's a
I'm
question.
You said we wanted to
sorry.
try another
I'm
life
sorry.
coach?
It's-
Well, no. So what if we did this, right? What if we did like a
technically, Heather, come on.
What if we video it and send it to you?
Yeah, right. This is what you agreed to because you were not
Video
here.
conference, you would,
sorry.
no, we really could, video conference.
Sunday, June 12th. Me too. I'm open all day.
No. Way too long. We
What
have
if-
to get this button up before a
what
month
if we
from now.
pick a day sooner that we it's
Then it's gonna have to be a
maybe
weekday.
it's like
That's fine.
I'm just thinking like maybe we do like a 2-hour meeting, and then a week later we do a 3-hour meeting, and in between the understanding is we have homework that needs to get done.
Whatever it is, I
Doesn't
just,
that gonna
Google
work
have like
easier?
a scheduler?
I don't want to. There's no way it's going a month out because the push is
Right.
going to happen by
If it's gonna
by
have
the
to be
wonder
a
of all
day-
media, and I don't want to wait till the middle
Okay.
of June before we get our
Then if
shit
it's gonna
settled.
be May, it's gonna, if you want me there, if it's gonna be May, it's gonna have to be a weekday.
Okay, we can do a
That's-
weekday.
Well, look at, you
That's
know,
fine.
Thursday,
That's what I
is
can
it,
do.
can we tie it around one of the shoots for the show?
Oh, and the pre-shoot.
or Friday's a good day for us,
We
actually.
should
Thursday
put
the
you back.
19th.
Right? So we
So
come
if we're
to,
I'll
gonna,
clear my whole
we
schedule.
come at, we'll say we do Thursday the 19th, we all come at 1 o'clock.
well, I think if
Or
we're gonna
whatever,
do
or-
the 19th, I
Yeah.
think we can want to allow more time.
Fine,
If we're
whatever.
gonna get it done. So maybe we do like say 9 a.m. I mean, how's the 19th
Whatever.
go for people?
I can clear the whole day. I don't know what she's got. No.
I think 9 AM is a long time.
Before 10.
I say noon is good, and then if we have to do it another day, we do it another day, but do it the 19th, right?
Can
And
you
we
do
have
the
from noon to.
She's out,
She's
John, she's
We
out the
do it
19th.
seriously.
Jody,
She's
can-
out the 19th. Say no.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Deal.
What about Friday?
Why
the
are you
20th?
not giving her shit?
Right.
You're giving me endless shit.
Because you've been here longer.
What the fuck? What
That's
the fuck
why.
ever?
That's why we give you shit. You see that?
What the fuck ever?
Teflon. That's why.
We needed it for our podcast.
What about Monday the 16th? What do you guys
I'm
think?
good with that.
Really
Okay.
worse
But
for
what-
me.
Mondays are
Mondays
bad
worse.
for you?
Okay.
Heather, are you gonna chime in? You good any day, any time?
What
Just
about
listening at
Friday
this
the
point.
20th?
Oh.
I don't know if I even need to be a part of that.
What's
Friday
Friday
the
the
Do I need to be
20th
there for
like,
that
everybody?
meeting?
Yeah, you're part of this whole equity thing.
I actually have a 10
If
o'clock
you don't want
meeting
part of
here
it,
in
do you want
Brighton. I can
no
come
part
right
of this?
afterwards, and I can
Alright.
stay until 5.
So you're in then.
Singing,
You
minding
have-
my business.
Friday the
No, you're all good. It's all good. No, speak up
Yeah.
and whatever.
We're okay.
Friday the 20th. Friday the 20th?
I'm good. Yeah, whatever.
Friday the
Mid
20th?
20th Friday.
Heather was
Heather?
smart. She was not even looking at
What
each
is
other
Ryan
until everybody
trying
else got done arguing
Just
about
waited
it.
till everyone
May
else
or
was
March?
done.
No, and then.
We don't need you.
But here's the deal,
This is
if you
just a
don't
squad.
show,
I just
then
each
don't
did
cry
this
about the
here.
segments that
Oh,
you
I
don't
see.
get privy to or whatever,
What
or
time
how
do you
it's
guys want to
divvied
start?
up.
I could start as early as 11.
Well, you have a meeting at 10, so
I have a meeting at 10.
Let's
Here
make it
in
noon.
Brighton.
yeah, I was
Noon would be
easier
good.
to say noon.
No, we haven't.
Make it
Yeah.
noon?
Hot moon? Yeah, no worries. yeah.
Noon? And
Sorry, I
we-
got an email from a.
And we can even, I mean, as far as my
Noon.
schedule goes, I can commit like through dinner time.
Yeah.
No!
Blocking.
Alright, I think I'm good with that.
So Friday at noon.
You're making.
I ain't scared of that, man. I got lots of
My
people
middle
between
finger's
us.
That's
itching.
what I
Fly
would
up
put
and
in.
down.
I ain't scared. I ain't
We can
scared.
say- I think we can say noon to 5 safely.
Noon to 5 done. It's on like Donkey Kong.
The squad.
Bam.
I'm calling it the business squad powwow.
The biz. Oops.
Alright, but you know what, guys, think about stuff and, you know, what you wanna bring
We need to
to
have
us.
an agenda.
Well, okay,
Not
we
just
have.
thinking about stuff, we need to have. an
Right. Well,
agenda.
John
We
likes to
need a
think about
plan.
stuff. It's important.
Maybe the can.
What?
So
Was it
let's
12 to
say-
5?
That's what we've got
12 to
blocked
5.
out.
Done.
That's what we've got blocked.
Bam.
12 to 5. Someone come up with like an executive statement.
We
of what
will.
the meeting one is
We'll
gonna
give
be.
you a summary.
And then
I'll,
we'll go
I'll,
back and forth, and everybody can add things they want to add. To
Yeah.